Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Greetings, everyone.
Yes, we're late.
That's another Today Tonight of a horrible show.
All right.
And we've done no sound test. I'm Dennis, and that is Monique over there, and down there is Mr. Jody Ternuda, and of
I
course
don't even
Puzzle.
have lipstick on. I'm feeling so disheveled right now.
And Puzzle is right below us, and we're just having a grand old time.
I'm so sorry.
It's okay. I just been sitting here drinking and talking to Mr. Judy.
Okay, I'm here. Hi, greetings. Are we okay? We sound okay? We're good?
He sounds good. I sound good.
Testing.
Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. There's a green kind of tube.
I didn't even put makeup on. Okay, so
I know. It was tough.
Here's what happened. So I went out with some friends for dinner, and I didn't even go far. I literally went. My dog is still barking because I didn't even go get him and greet him before I literally zoomed up in the car, came through the garage, came to the back, and came here. So I'm expecting a chocolate sundae to be delivered to me momentarily. But anyway.
Oh, yes, that would be very interesting.
Here's what happened. We went out to dinner at 6:30, right? 6:30. It's now 8:20, right? 6:30.
Yes.
And I ordered 6 chicken wings. 6 chicken wings.
Are these chicken wings done with
my friend ordered 2 hamburgers.
Was that Japanese beef?
No.
Kobe?
6
Kobe, is it Kobe beef?
All of a sudden I look at the clock and it's now 7:30 and I'm like, where the fuck are my chicken wings?
They had to catch the chicken. I'm sorry.
I ordered 6 chicken wings. So of course I ate 3. Yes, I went to Applebee's. Yes, that's exactly. I ate 3. I left 3. I said, you owe me a motherfucking sundae. I want chocolate with chocolate and walnuts and all that shit. And I expect that to.
Yes, it was chicken wings with truffles, of course, right?
No, and nothing. It was nothing. It was just. It was literally just chicken. Just chicken. Hold on. I have to tell my friend John to please deliver it to me. John, please.
As Sky Spectre says, it's tamale season, Monique. That's why. You can't order wings during tamale season.
You know, I'm just feeling really fucked up. So yeah, okay. So here we are. Hi everybody. Welcome to Monday, December 9th. I mean, you're not missing anything, honestly. This experience with chicken wings is probably more exciting than
No, there was 2 things that were actually good on the show today.
Well, I hope you'll let me know about that because I don't.
There was 2 things.
So you tell me.
I will
I'm
tell
joined tonight by Dennis and Mr. Jude Sanuda. Hopefully, Xavier will come on as well, but who knows? So yeah, I'm just whatever. Let's see. Is our
no?
Did you tell the waiter you had an appointment?
The rumbles.
Yes, I did. I said, "Motherfucker, I gotta go," and so she gave me a free drink, which was awesome. But not really helpful in the big chicken wings. But not really helpful in the big scheme of things because I didn't need another drink. I just need to get home. Like I just need my fucking wings and I need to get home. That's really all I got. Let me just decompress a second.
You told her about the important podcast RadioGunk?
What?
Did you tell her about RadioGunk?
I said I was being a bit of a dick. I was like, I have a show.
Who I am.
I said, I have a show to do. And
what show is that?
Oh my God, your show.
Call me daddy.
What's it about?
Exactly. Do you think that chick from fucking Call Me Daddy has to wait for fucking...
No, of course not.
and then say I have a live show to do? I think not. I think not. Nevertheless, we digress. And so here we go. I don't even think I have my fucking settings right.
It's okay. Just slow roll into this. This is fine. This is fine. It's all fine. It's fine.
My dog is barking like a psycho.
It's called Her Daddy. I don't know what that name of the show. I wouldn't listen to it. I have no idea. Actually, Howard said it called me daddy. He said that several times. The only reason I'm getting it wrong.
So jealous.
He actually said that several times.
So jealous. He's so jealous.
He's so jealous.
So jealous. I love everything about it. And I love how jealous he is of a chick making 60, 70, 80, 90 million dollars. And he's, he's going into irrelevance. And I'm here for it.
Marbles, baby. Those are his marbles.
So amazing things happened today. You know that they arrested the guy who shot the CEO.
Maybe.
His name is Luigi Gindaluni.
Possibly.
Dennis, you don't think it's the same face?
No, I actually don't. I have a feel. Because every picture he looked different.
Apparently he had a fucking manifesto with him. But you know what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm like hashtag free Luigi. Like hashtag free
exactly.
Luigi.
You know what though? If he really is him and he's Italian, Italians are known anarchists. Absolutely, they're known anarchists, man.
I'm not really for people
anarchy
taking out a fucking gun and shooting somebody in the back in cold.
Do you realize that it was an Italian anarchist that shot Teddy Roosevelt?
No.
Yeah, it was an Italian anarchist.
How is that even such a thing? That's like
it's just the thing. It's like it's almost
Mensa. Like how is Italian
Italian anarchist is like a thing. It's like almost the answer to a trivia question.
By the way, meanwhile, look at the colors going on behind me.
I'm getting a little spaced out by that. I'm having a little hard time concentrating.
I don't know what I did differently. It's
actually quite disturbing.
I don't know. I have a remote. I don't even know what to do with it. But I'm sorry.
It's just it has just this weird vibe going on.
It's just flow. I had a sweatshirt on and I got really fucking schwitzy on my way. I did, just so you know, I did wind up purchasing a new car.
Yay.
Yes. Yes. And that's what I was driving. And of course it didn't pick up my fucking CarPlay. And so I was cursing it. I think I set it up right. I don't even know, but
is your phone the latest update? Sometimes that's the problem.
It's usually the phone. Actually, the phone is the problem with the with CarPlay. See, I never had that with Android, but with Apple, it actually is the phone. The last update.
Yeah, check your update.
The last update did it.
Listen, I'm slightly a tech nerd. Of course, I upgraded it.
That's why.
Of course, I sat in the car for like 3 fucking hours today, just trying to figure out my shit. And I realized that the phone, the Apple CarPlay, uses 5G and not 2G. And so what happens?
It would be 4G.
It conflicts with my with being able to get into my YouTube music and stuff like that, and it's really fucking bothering me. And I didn't think it would bother me yesterday, but today it's really fucking bothering me because I zoomed home, no play, no music, no anything, and I was like, fuck it, I'm 5 minutes from home. I had my 3 goddamn chicken wings, and and now here I am. So yeah, so that's what's going on. And you know what? I don't give a shit about any of you that don't care about what's going on in my social life.
I do care because it's fun.
Oh my God, Dennis, your Christmas gift king today. I'm gonna wrap it up.
Holy mackerel!
Hey, I can't wait to see you on Friday. I'm gonna give you a gift.
And it's gonna be nice on Friday. It's gonna be in the 70s.
Oh, I know. It was a stunning day today.
Oh, today I had the convertible out. Cruising around going, yeah, this is nice.
Delicious.
Sun.
It's so nice. It's just nice.
Finally. Yes. I'm happy today. I wasn't dying. It was good.
It's just nice. It's just nice.
Oh, Whiskers is in the background. Hold on. Let me get him here. All right. I'm sorry. Puzzle's going to have to.
That's fine. She's okay with it. I think she's good.
Puzzle has to.
I removed her.
Okay. Whiskers. Hi.
Do you realize how long I've been trying to get your fucking attention?
I know.
She was on Rants. You realize that, right?
Take a look at your phone right now. Take a quick fixies.
Hey, dude.
Take a quick fixies. Feel free to read that.
Me. Add fucking me. Are you kidding me? I didn't see you. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
okay.
I missed you too. I'm sorry. I could have added you, and I missed you also. I'm sorry.
Just so everybody know.
I'm sorry that you and Dennis are admins on this.
Okay. No. Stop. So, stop.
I didn't even see that.
What was that? I can go watch Monday Night Football. You're blowing me off. Cool. No problem.
No, stay.
I'm sorry. You see,
I'm sending urgent messages like, "Hey."
Now, what's going to happen when I go away next year? What's going to happen?
I'll be fine.
Okay.
We'll be fine.
Hey, asshole in the top left. Can you stop for a second and let me talk?
Yes.
Let me know. I'm on your time, sweetie. I'm still waiting. Let me know.
I can't even breathe. I might have to pee.
I think this is a good time to talk.
Oh my God.
But can you remove the oxygen thing so we can hear you?
What do you got, babe? What do you got?
Okay, just so we're on the same page. I am using, because I'm at a hospital, I have to use.
I'm glad it's so funny.
I'm going to wait till you stop cackling.
Jesus.
Hey, you know what? Does Fillmore need a host?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So, let me know. Okay. Oh, okay. So I don't have.
Okay.
Still doing it, bro.
Oh, I'm crying. Okay.
So I can use my laptop, but I would have to tether, and that would only be good for like one or two shows, because in the video I don't have unlimited. So I'm not using my admin normal thingy. So I have to wait to have Monique send me a link and then add me. But and so I was sitting there backstage for like a good 5 minutes and start texting Mo, "Hey, I'm here. Hello, Doodles. Remember me?" So for the time being, this is going to be my setup. So let's move forward. Dennis, let me tell you something.
Yes.
If you're ever in a bank robbery, do not stand next to this woman. She will get you shot.
Oh, I know that for 100. I know that
She will
100%.
get you shot in a bank robbery, bro.
Please,
Listen,
She scored a 77. I understand.
Dennis, no es por nada, paisano. You're Italian. I'm Mexican. We know the drill.
We know the drill.
Will get you. This brat will get you killed.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Anyway, hi, Mr. Judy. Thanks for joining us tonight. I always love it when you're on the show.
Oh, thank you. Nice to see you or hear you.
Likewise.
And where's my fucking Sunday? That's all. Where the fuck is my Sunday?
Anyway, Mo, muzzle on your new vehicle.
Oh, I can't even breathe.
Sue M. Hey, she's trying to get you unlimited there, X.
1999. Yeah. You know what? I have one of those grandfathered original cell phone, like back when Catherine Zeta-Jones was their sponsor, and they were the last people to get like the iPhone back then. So they had like 2 customers, and they told me and the other dude, "Hey, we'll literally give you unlimited everything for nothing." And even to this day, when they have like one of those offers, They look at me and they look at my thing and they go, I can't beat this.
I can't
So
even breathe.
the
I
only
can't even breathe
only
with-
drawback is I
just
don't
need
have
to-
unlimited tethering. I have good tethering, but
You've good
but
tethering.
What does that even fucking mean? Unlimited tethering. What does that even mean?
Hotspot, unlimited
Hotspot.
hotspot. He doesn't have that.
Unlimited hotspot. I don't have that.
What
But
plan
but what-
literally you've had since
Okay.
like 2000?
Do
How is
you not listen?
No, she doesn't.
Do you not
How does she
listen?
not- How have you not known that by now? How did you not figure that
explained
out?
to you. I literally just explained to you over the last several minutes exactly what my choices are. And if I tethered with my plan, I could do 2 shows before it would get knocked down towards unusual. So
okay,
I have
so we got you.
I have a monitor coming in tomorrow that'll give me an extra, like a big monitor, or turn my phone into a 16-inch monitor. But anyway, I'm sure boring people. But anyway,
I chuckled. I don't know. I don't
no,
know.
get out of here.
So okay, so we're gonna start our show. We didn't even test because I came in like 6 minutes late, and but you know,
but by the way, your lights look amazing.
right? I'm just saying. Look at how this. I don't even know what I did. I fucked up.
It's really
In case anybody doesn't know, next year will mark the 10th anniversary of Monique and I having this frenemy BFF thing going. 10 years.
Oh my god, you fucking love me. How can you call me a frenemy? That's not.
Well,
that's not true.
there are moments, my dear.
You know what? Can I just tell you something? You can call me that, but you know what? See this guy over here? I am fucking friends with Jackie Chan. See this guy down here? I am.
I don't know where she's pointing, but that's
Yeah, you're
yes,
pointing the
okay.
wrong way, bro.
with Judy Canuna. I can't begin to tell you.
All of a sudden, we discovered that Monique's got dyslexia.
Everything's backwards.
I'm looking at my my screen. I'm on the left.
Dennis is
my
to
right.
your left from where I'm looking at.
So weird. Okay,
Then
the way
I am underneath. I'm underneath you, and the wonderful Mr. Judy is underneath Dennis.
yes, but the way I have it is that I see myself on the left. Dennis is on my right.
Okay, cool.
Like
cool.
point the wrong way, and then that'll be the right way. Yeah.
Point to
Yeah,
your
that's toward,
yeah,
that
to
is
your
toward
left. There
me
you
now.
go.
See
Okay, I
ya?
can know that.
There you
I'm
go.
pointing at you.
Yeah.
No, you're
The
pointing the
Puerto
wrong way.
Rican
And
left.
you said I'm trying to turn those friggin' lights off.
All I
Yeah.
know is that I got a free vodka tonic because I was waiting so long for my fucking chicken wings.
You should pour it in your ice cream sundae.
Where
Kira drank it
my god
on
damn
top of those 3 wings.
Sunday.
And there it is.
Whiskers.
Yes, sir.
I feel like you're a police officer and you just gave me a warning or something.
No, dude.
Has that
Oh,
Not me
I'm gonna be
personally.
completely
You
honest.
you would have been a
No.
good policeman.
I'll be completely honest. If had you not been here, I probably would have bailed.
Oh, that's nice.
why?
That's a real friend. Come on.
I you know why? Because Mr. Judy is like he's hip to the jive, my friend.
That
This
makes me feel like shit. That's great.
So, okay.
Oh, stop it, Dennis.
I just want to know what car I bought.
Dennis, we won you in a divorce. Let's be happy with that, okay? Let's move forward.
Okay, so the car I wound up.
Do you guys think? Do you guys think I would do a show of the literally like it's basically radio cyanide if I didn't like you guys? You guys are the only reason I do this crap.
Sweetheart, and I tell you all the time, if you want to come on. If you don't, and I tell Dennis too, it's like whatever you guys.
No.
you're
What I'm
very
saying
Until I
is,
actually want to.
what
Until I
I'm
actually want to
saying
do
is,
trivia, and then it's death.
the only honestly the only reason to do it is because the chat's funny and you guys are fun to hang out with. That's it. I ain't doing it for the content, that's for sure.
You guys, by the way, on Rumble, you really need to chat a little bit. And by the way, we did a show on Saturday for Patreon. And at this rate, it's okay if you never actually discuss it. But we did a show, Patreon show on
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
9.
9 at 9. And
9.
started
Instead
out,
of
Yeah.
Instead of having fun with family and friends, we decided to get together on Saturday night
Why-
and watch the worst fucking thing ever.
That would a bad thing.
Wait, you're
Why would we
fun
want to
with
do
family?
things like fun?
Yeah. You know,
What the hell's wrong
we've
with
all
you?
had family and friends way too much, way too long, and so we are happy to do this show. So just so you guys know, Saturday nights is our Channel 9 at 9, and we started with what is that?
It is once again my Amro de Etna.
What the fuck is?
Ooh, that looks delicious.
It is absolutely delicious. And actually, I
Can
think
I
it helps me
Can I
sleep.
see the color of it? Can I see what
It
it is?
is. It's kind of a brown kind of liquid because it's full of herbs and other
I
things.
had some water from the last time we did a show, so that's
Oh,
what
that's gonna be brown also. But it seems like all the aromatics in here help me sleep better.
No,
Interesting.
but what I'm saying, it was the worst 2 shows ever. Like
Worst 2 shows.
that's what we did on Saturday night. We did it for all you guys.
Yeah, so Saturday night we did the Channel
Yes.
9 shows. We did episodes 1 and 2, and they were both equally horrible because that's where Howard started. So as we go forward with the Patreon shows, they are going to be the Channel 9 shows, but we're going to pick best of because there's 69 shows for us to choose from, and we're just going to pick what was good, what's racist, what's outrageous, what.
Well, the thing about is that actually, as the year went on, every show became very good because it went farther away from what the hell that piece of garbage is. And actually, Mr. Judy and I were talking about this beforehand.
Oh, while you were waiting for me to fucking finally show up
Yeah,
because I was waiting on 3 chicken wings. Yeah, go ahead.
And the thing is, somebody talked to him. I don't know who it was, but that was not on his own that show became what it did. Somebody got a hold of him because he's too lazy to do anything more.
And they said, you know what? We need to do this, this, and this in order for us to renew this. Because I can imagine, based on those 2 or 3 shows that they started with, that they would actually say, you know what, this is great. Let's do 60 shows. I mean, it's just impossible. I just can't even imagine. We have to start our show, though. But yes, so if you join us on Patreon, and again, it's literally $2 a month. So it's I spend that before I even walk out my fucking door. I don't even know, but it's $2 a month. And yeah, and you get us to just do some Channel 9 shows for you and some fun other extra stuff that we have been talking about. Like Mr. Judy and I have been talking about, like some music stuff and some, some like 80s retro shit and things like that. And yeah, whatever. What are you doing?
Watching The Godfather.
We will step.
I'm staring at something. It's okay.
Wow, nice way to distract from the main show.
It doesn't take a lot. I just need to see something shiny, and I'm kind of had a problem.
Yeah, I got a little chain.
Dude, you know what's funny? Dan had that look on his face, like a typical Italian scene in a restaurant, where they can't face the opening. They gotta make sure they can see who's coming in and out. Who's that? Who's that?
Well, tell them how I sit in a restaurant.
Always have my two choices door. All right, we're gonna start our show now. So
I'm always having back to the wall.
It is now officially time to start.
Exactly. See, this is a smart man.
Start our show. You'll be thrilled to know that Howard was very excited about the fact that I think he has his humidity to a perfect space.
It's beautiful in the
Where's my
studio
fucking
today. I got the
Sunday?
temperature down and the humidity is up, and I can have my guitar
up a little
because of the humidity situation. I wanted
What
to
happened?
give you an update.
Did you
The
get
guys
everything
came.
fixed?
Yeah, I guess so. Right now, this morning, things are good. By tomorrow, it could all be broken again. But you know what I mean? It's crazy.
So your guitar guys came over, right?
No, not the guitar.
Oh no, we're not going to have the fucking Guitar Center, miscreants that live in fucking Queens.
And I would be remiss if I didn't say, back in May, it was all about being a minimalist and getting rid of crap. And now here he is,
wasn't it?
Just it was, my friend.
Yes,
and now
it was.
here he is, bringing more and more crap.
Guys,
But
it'll
be a minimalist again soon.
What do you call that when people fix
The
heating?
AC guys.
AC, heating. What's that called?
It's
HVAC.
called the air
HVAC.
conditioning.
No,
What?
no. It's called HVAC.
Whatever.
It's
the same thing.
heating, ventilation, air conditioning. That's what HVAC stands for. It's real
that's the air
hard.
conditioning guy, basically.
Does,
That's
Yeah.
does he know that people abbreviate shit?
No, and Robin has no idea it gets abbreviated.
I think there are did
Does
fucking
like
idiot.
would he know that TJ Watt his name is not TJ or JJ
No.
Watt
No,
or
he doesn't know
JJ
who
from
TJ
Good
Watt is.
Times or
No.
And like
or anybody else has a nickname, abbreviated name?
Yeah.
Go
And
JJ.
tomorrow it's going to be like, oh, what's utensils? What is it called? Fork? Is it a fork? Like every time they're so stupid. They're pretending.
I know.
No, I don't think they're pretending.
No, he does love that. No,
What's a
Yeah.
thermostat? Is that how
So-
it gets hot or
Oh, bro.
cold?
Slow down. He doesn't got a degree from MIT, bro.
Yeah.
Frickin'
Yeah,
thermostat.
so this show starts off on a very just bizarre and talking about me. I'm trying to fix something. You're there, freaking make it ordering your food.
Think about it.
I want to know what
Think of any show in existence if they started off with, well, the thermostat guy got here.
Exactly. I got air conditioning.
Any show, I dare any show.
Give me
in
100
existence,
million
anything.
now.
you're gonna see.
Yeah.
You're gonna see how he has this intrinsic hate and jealousy of the call your daddy chick. Which
Have any of you listened to it yet? I've never listened to it yet.
I
Nah,
refuse
and
to
I never
listen.
will.
Is
I
it
never will
entertaining?
either.
I don't know. It's supposed to be like a girls' show, but
Well,
the best part is
can it
what
be worse? Honestly, can it be worse?
No, it's
No,
going to
it can't
definitely
be
be better.
worse.
the best
Yeah.
part is what he thinks the show is. So we're gonna get that momentarily. All right,
Question, wait,
Good.
does she get stars like Gwyneth Paltrow or any? Or,
she
okay.
had the vice
Oh
president.
She
She
had the
had
vice president on before he did.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Oh,
before-
sorry, go on.
but it's so angry. So I got a couple of clips about. I don't even know what the fuck this clip is about. But let's
Just play it.
Oh, I mean, I'm here because of Hunt's Ketchup. I mean,
Oh, okay, so let me
Hunt's
set this up.
Go.
All right, so once again, they're making fun of Richard being complete and utter rube again, and this is from the
Right.
Super Bowl when they were down in Atlanta, and Richard started crying to Mahomes, who was in his first year at Kansas City, and started crying to this 24-year-old guy. This 40-something-year-old man is crying in front of him like a little bitch. And so then they go on and they actually had to bring it in to where they were trying to promote the product that he was actually there to promote. Mahomes was there to promote something on this radio show.
which was Heinz ketchup.
Heinz ketchup,
And
correct.
it's interesting because we're going to hear a little while, a little forward down the line here about Gary also talking about stars have come in and have to promote things. But let's go.
Well, he was famous for saying he put ketchup on a steak, and that was a big deal at the time.
Like Howard, we had a pretty good actor on, and we had to somehow work in Colgate teeth whitening toothpaste into the conversation.
My wife will have eggs and put ketchup, and I go, honey, what are you doing? Eggs don't need ketchup.
Ketchup and the hot sauce. I love hot sauce.
Oh
with
God,
ketchup
it
on my
makes me ill. I hate people who put sauce on everything.
Shit your
I
brains.
really
out
do.
like that.
What?
Sauce
Really?
Shit
Yeah.
your brains out
You don't need-
That
you don't
explains
need-
John Hines.
You don't need. So everyone's conditioned to be such a child with their food. You don't need sauces.
So pause for a second.
Dick. No,
We're
sorry.
taking culinary advice from a man who eats basically nuts.
Oh, and then John Hine came
That's
in. I 100% agree with you. You are absolutely right.
Of course he did.
Don't need
of course.
sauce. Don't
Of
need,
course.
if the food is good, then you should be able to have and we're talking about like fucking a gray patty from McDonald's
Wait,
being so fucking delicious that you don't need like
even
ketchup and mayo.
worse. This psychopath said that you don't need ketchup on French fries. French fries by
wrong with
themselves. French fries by themselves are not the greatest thing in the world. They need
Like a
they're a
McDonald's
carrier for
fry.
something.
Yes, a McDonald's French fry has a lot of salt. It's like fried in fat. It's delicious. It's
But
delicious.
it needs that little break.
It's delicious. I mean, I could, if gun to head, I could eat that without ketchup, but not normally,
No,
honestly.
you want to break up the taste because it's overpowering after a while. And you got to have the ketchup because it's a little sweet and sour, and it kind of balances it.
But we know Beth loves sugar, so of course she puts Heinz ketchup on her
Oh,
eggs.
she puts a little cube between her teeth, and that satisfies her.
Oh.
Okay, so then he decided. So I didn't know the whole thing about Juan Soto coming to.
I
the-
didn't know, didn't care.
That-
I honestly don't give a shit.
I feel like Xavier, we should probably make a T-shirt for this. Not even sure.
Oh, and it was such a great idea. What that he ended his career.
Probably the nurse probably came into. Okay, here he is. Hang on, let me grab him.
Got
back.
him.
Hi, you there? Hello, Xavier. Hello. Okay.
My connection's really bad.
Okay. So Juan
Noticed.
Soto, and we're talking about
It
the
kicked me
whole
off.
Mets thing, the Mets Juan Soto thing. So why don't you tell us about it as opposed to Howard telling us about it? Xavier.
Can you even hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
We hear you.
Okay, what was the question?
What? Tell us about the whole Juan Soto thing going to the Mets thing, as you know it.
Like, why should we be excited?
You are like robot right now, voice wise.
Oh, that's
So,
you. It's not me.
I don't.
So here's what's going on. Basically, Juan Soto was offered $765 million to come to the Mets, and I am
Juan Soto.
Yeah, 15-year deal.
Yeah, that'll age well.
Well, considering, and that's why I pulled this up, that LeBron James and Tom Brady's combined career salary earnings are $761 million. So this is the largest contract in the history of sports ever.
Okay.
The guy is pretty good.
Is he Babe Ruth good? I mean,
$165 million good?
He's not big. He's got everything you want in a batter, but when it's all said and done, he'll probably own a lot of records.
Okay. Even at City Field, though, City Field is
No.
not a hitter's park.
How old is he now?
But then he's going to be with the Mets.
How old is
exactly?
He's in his mid-20s.
Okay.
He won a World Series at 19.
Ugh, fucker. But 15 years is a lot. Like, what happens after year like 6 and he's not the guy?
Well, he has an opt-out at the 5-year mark. He can actually choose to leave.
Jesus.
Really?
That would be the stupidest decision in the history of mankind. But seriously,
he won't.
No, that'd be idiotic.
I don't know anything about it.
But
I don't either.
But honestly, and if you can hear me, and I apologize if I'm not going to.
You're good.
Honestly, at the 5-year mark, he'll be better than he is now. So there'll be even more people willing to give him money. He's got it made already, obviously, but he can actually find someone to pay him more money at 5 years.
Hopefully, he won't turn into another Bobby Bonilla.
Bobby Bonilla. All right,
No,
so here's
he's way better than Bobby Bonilla.
Here's his comments on Soto. Here we go.
Can't really do a radio show anymore. I don't watch the news or any television anymore because it
Doesn't watch television
Right,
anymore.
so-
All he does is promote all these stupid advertisements for television shows.
And even funnier though, you're on a pop culture podcast. You should be watching something.
Everything. He should be watching.
I mean, to admit that is just the most insane thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
What? Because it's really the Democratic talking point of, I don't watch the news anymore. I'm like totally tapped out and blah, 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 blah. And so I think he's just mimicking.
Well, he always does the talking points because he has no brain cells in his head.
Yes, here we go.
upsets me too much. So I have no idea what's going on. But
No
Gary
idea.
filled me in on some football stuff and baseball about the dude who's getting $750 something million to be on the Mets. You know about that
I
guy?
wanted to know what that means to the Mets. I wanted Gary's analysis.
Oh, really? We really need Gary's analysis of this. So the way it works is that Gary's analysis is basically that during the opening day, he wound up being able to go to this dude named Steve Cohen's. Steve Cohen, 68 years old. Steve Cohen's box at Shea Stadium. This
Citi Field.
dude is worth a ridiculous amount of fucking money. He was fined for insider trading $1.8 billion. They didn't seem to mention it today.
Yeah.
They just skipped over that. And he's like a trizillionaire. I mean, $21 billion, more money than any of us will ever see in our lifetimes.
Yes.
Times our whole families in there ad infinitum, right? I mean, it's just
correct.
A ridiculous amount of money. So Gary, of course, has to.
Here's the thing.
Yes.
Here's the thing. The Mets aren't going to lose money on this dude. He's squeaky clean. He's a super nice guy. And he can automatically get on base whenever he wants to at will. Whether he wants to try to hit a home run or whatever. And you guys saw the playoffs where he hit those dramatic home runs. The dude, they're not going to lose money on him. That's not an issue.
Okay. Didn't I make a T-shirt for us on TeePublic for Juan Soto? Didn't I do a Juan Soto T-shirt for us on TeePublic somewhere? I feel like I did.
For Juan Soto.
Yeah, probably.
Like a Han Solo kind of T-shirt. It was so cute.
Yes.
I'm gonna come back to that at some point. All right, so of course Gary needs to humble brag and let us know about being in this dude Steve Cohen's box. Here we go.
I met him earlier this year, and he's a very quiet man. You know what I mean? Like he's not out like waving his arms. Just a quiet guy.
How'd you meet him?
I was lucky enough a friend invited me on opening day. I was in his box at Citi Field.
Who's the friend? Who would be so important to you, Baba Booey, to have you be in this $21 billion guy dude?
Could it be Zoss Rapin?
I don't know if it's Zoss. I don't think.
Let's be honest.
Zoss is pretty good about Weasley.
Half the season for the.
Go. No, we may have lost him. Let me flip.
Half of the Mets season, the stadium was empty.
Yeah, of course it was. Let me play it.
There's a lot of rich guys.
They were pretty bad.
Fame envy. Like I've met them. You know, being on the radio and being famous for all these years. Like you talk to them and they want to be around famous people and they want to be famous themselves. They can't stand that they go in a restaurant and nobody, oohs and ahs that they're
That's
there.
Howard.
Yeah, no shit. He's so upset. How upset was he in Italy that nobody oohed and ahed about him? Seriously.
Very. That's why it all went away, because no one talked about it.
They just ran away scared.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Monstra!
Notre Dame gargoyle. Gargoyle.
Gargoyle come to life.
So as they're going on about the Steve Cohen dude, right? Let me scroll it down so that you can. Yeah, early life and education. So they decide they're going to talk about Steve Cohen, right? And then Robin, the newswoman, literally reads it off of the Wikipedia so that we can all understand who the hell Steve Cohen is.
All that stuff. So, I'm just saying.
So listen to this. He started gambling and playing poker in like high school.
Nice.
And he credits that with teaching him how to take risks. So that when he got into the financial industry, he would just, swing for the fences.
Is that what it was? Is that what it was, Robin? Is that
wow.
This is how she's doing her news now. This is your wiki.
That's the newswoman there, right there, baby.
This is your wiki. See, you think I don't prepare for this fucking show, but this is all I do all day is I try to see where they are and where they came up with their shit. So, oh my God, this is the worst clip of the whole day. So they say to themselves, why don't we have like a financial company? Why aren't we investing in a hedge funds and shit like that? And then this fucking clip.
Oh, this gem? Yes.
Yeah.
No big deal.
So it was worth the crime.
Cost of doing business. But why don't we launch one of these hedge funds? We got a lot of fans. I'm sure people would want to.
Yeah, but who's going to run it?
I will. But how hard could it be if once
Yeah, how hard could it be, you asshole?
Yeah,
Bobby's terrific with the money. You should see her.
If
She
you
invests all
give
the
me
time.
$1 billion, I can make it 100 billion for you.
All right. So this is the same woman that was conned into putting magnets behind her ears, getting coffee shot up her ass, and then also drinking green drink.
Forum, going to the Landmark Forum.
And Landmark Forum, suckered out of millions of dollars, but she can turn money into big money.
So is she trying to tell us that she took $1 million and made it $100 million?
I think that's what it is. But she wants to take $1 billion and make it $100 billion.
Day trades with her $2 penny stocks, and she's trying to tell us that she can make $1 billion. And she said that $100 billion.
Guys. The only thing she'd ever done is taken 10 pounds and made it 100 on her gut.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, that's what I do, Benjamin. I go to the beach, I lay out on a chair, I wear my bathing suit, and I listen to the show. That's exactly what I do. It's been literally like 50 degrees every fucking day.
Oh, I laid out today. It was nice.
It was actually a delicious day. It was actually
very nice today.
Yeah, the weather was
it was very relaxing.
I would take this any day of the week. This would be like my dream day. 74, sunny, gorgeous. All right, so then they went into JD, and JD had to let us know. I mean, it was like various and sundry football bullshit. Gary said that when he was with Steve Cohen, he loved his wife. His wife was like an amazing woman. Let's look her up for a real.
She had her own box, and her box was a party. Well, his was serious.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what the buoy said.
Right. So all the people in Alexandra Cohen's, and she's like from the Bronx. She was like a secretary or some shit like this. This is his second wife. Not too dissimilar to what's his face? What's the guy that I knew from the park who was
Henry Kissinger?
No.
Oh.
The one who ran
Mel
series.
Karmazin?
Mel Karmazin. Mel Karmazin's wife was his secretary, and that's who he wound up marrying.
What happens?
So Alexandra Cohen. Alexandra Cohen is the wife who has a really kind of not that good nose job, and she looks like it's okay. That's a billionaire's wife right there. So anyway, she apparently is like amazing, and like the people in her box for the Mets are all like iron workers and electricians and shit like that. And his people are all like, all right, just look at her look at this. Alex Cohen gets custom $65,000 Mets chain with 30 carats worth of diamonds. That's something.
Oh dear Christ. What a crime against diamonds.
That's like so.
Do you realize that people died to make that necklace, and that's get those diamonds, and they ended up in that shit necklace?
Who the fuck would wear that necklace other than like Flavor Flav?
A billionaire's wife that owns the team.
I don't think she would. She probably got that and was like, "Oh, thanks, babe. That's really nice."
It's a lot of diamonds.
What I always wanted.
It's a lot of diamonds, though.
It's so nice. I'm gonna wear that when I go out next time.
By the way, in the olden days, Howard would just eviscerate Gary for like using his name to get a good box seat.
1,000%.
Now he doesn't even give a crap anymore, or he
he really doesn't care. So then they went into like a whole football conversation. Of course, JD then had to come in, and the song they played. I'm so glad you tagged me into this because
the song is just it's
Yeah, and the way they set it up was kind of like they're talking and they're arguing and then they go into song. And that made it so much worse than it could possibly ever be. So here we go.
No. That's for
Here's JD's song. I hate the Chiefs.
I love it that you're so annoyed with the Chiefs. It makes me happy.
Hey, listen, I hate the fucking Chiefs. I swear, dude, they keep tormenting me. Touchdown, Kansas City. Every freaking Sunday. Every damn Sunday.
Right.
With Fatload Andy Reid. Asshole. That shithead Travis Kelce. Shut up. And dopey Pat Mahomes.
I can't play.
I think Xavier just left. He just couldn't take it.
He pulled his life support on that one. I mean,
that's how bad the song is.
You know what sucks? You know what's even the suckiest part about this is that there was actually production done to make that fucking turd.
Yes.
That big stinky piece of poo floating on the water. Somebody actually spent hours making that.
You know, all
Seriously.
I can talk about, all I can think about, all I can say is where the fuck is my Sunday? That's all.
You're making me hungry.
I need to.
I had hamburgers with potatoes. It was nice.
I need my Sunday.
Look at this. This is where we are.
Okay. Where the fuck is my Sunday?
Oh, jeez.
Where are you? I need my Sunday. I am live on the air and all I can see is my Sunday.
Hold on. Let me make a phone call so I can get a pizza delivered. Hold on. Let me.
Okay. John, will you deliver my Sunday to me? No, I want you to deliver my Sunday to me. Will you come into the back, into my garage, and come say hi on air and deliver my fucking Sunday? Okay? Okay, and will you make sure that those fuckers put a little plastic spoon in there? Because I won't be able to eat it without it. A spoon. I need a spoon. Okay. Good.
In Florida, complaining about
an ice
cream sundae. Wow. Dorian Moore. I knew Dorian. See, do you know who I am?
My friend, I'm like, where's my fucking Sunday? He's like, it's literally sitting here. It's like soup right now. I'm like, I need my Sunday. All right. So what's next? Oh, fucking Howard. So we go back to the conversation about ketchup and French fries and all this stupid shit. And yeah, I'm not going to stop cackling. Go fuck yourself.
Fuck that. I'll cackle it.
So yeah, so he goes back into like a French fry thing, and let's play that.
It tastes so good.
I love sauces.
Don't.
Truffle
Ketchup.
sauces, hot sauces.
I don't put ketchup on anything. Nothing.
French fries? You don't eat French fries, do you?
I eat them plain.
doesn't eat
French
French
fries taste so good.
He never eaten a French fry.
And this whole concept that food is just fuel. It's not fun. You don't have to have fun every fucking 5 minutes of your life.
Why?
You don't enjoy food?
I enjoy it,
No, you
but I
don't.
don't need to enhance.
Oh no! Here we go.
What brought John Hein in?
Oh, he barreled into the studio.
Well, French fries have so much flavor. Plus, they put so much salt on them. I don't know.
Howard.
Fuck you, Howard. Seriously.
Wow.
Go fuck yourself. Like you are
Handful of elements.
you are second to John Hein. No wonder you're friends with him. You are second to John Hein in your inability to enjoy food. You know, I remember back in the day, somebody anonymously sent me some pictures from Howard eating at Nobu. Do you remember that?
Yes.
And Howard was eating at Nobu, and the way it went is that he literally ordered his food. They sat down. He ordered his food. They delivered his food. They had nothing to drink. They had water.
Yes.
And they ate their food and they left. And I think the total time that they were at Nobu was like maybe half hour max.
Yes.
So he just eats to eat even if it is at Nobu, and even if it must have cost him like $125. He just eats to eat, and that's it. And he takes no enjoyment. And maybe that's from growing up in a family where they didn't really enjoy their food.
No, I think no. I think that Ben and Ray enjoyed food. I think they did because they went to Nathan's. You have to kind of enjoy the whole thing with Nathan's, the fries and whatnot. No, this is his own psychoses of being basically the wet mop of life. He is the wet mop of life. He's a wet rag.
And I don't understand why anybody would fucking listen to him about anything he says at all about food. Like he has nothing he says makes any fucking sense whatsoever. Nothing.
Wait, can I say, do you think the script comes in, it's, what is it, 6:59, and it says French fries?
I don't know. I don't know that that's necessarily a...
that might have been I think this was a script thing because you could hear him trying to have those little wheels turn in his head because it was a point without any actual details because there's other parts of the show where there's details and he's reading them. You could hear him read. This he had to kind of had to think, and unfortunately that's a very hard thing.
And then the fat team comes in and everyone's talking about French fries. It's like it's so scripted to me.
He put Ralph's special sauce.
You know what it is though? He just thinks that what he has to say is how people should react. Like, if he says that you should eat your stuff, like, did he even use fucking soy sauce at Nobu? Like,
no,
he just eat more fucking fish. And does he even eat fish anymore? And is it?
Yes, he does. It kind of slipped today when they talked about the party.
Yeah,
it did slip. And we need to triangulate where this party is.
I'm telling you, someone on the board.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
The interesting thing about it being close to where he lives,
yes,
shockingly enough, is that there's really not a lot of restaurants around.
I think it's going to be
That's
Nobu.
why it's so weird.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be Nobu.
It's high end. It's a high end. Whatever it is a very high end restaurant.
I don't know, but
it's pretty high. It's pretty high end.
So the guy with the chef kitchen, 17,000 square foot home, is having issues getting food. Is that one?
No. It's for the Christmas party. So
the Christmas party. Oh,
yes.
The Christmas party that he's not paying for.
But he spent time talking about French fries today.
It'll be like at Buffalo Wild Wings or something like that.
No.
Yes.
No. Because
it's actually it's
close to his home, and
very nice,
and apparently like a good place.
Well, he does have a home in New York.
Yeah, it's by the apartment.
By his house. So I'm looking for the Nobu pictures, and I know I had put those up. I don't even know how long ago was that. Does anybody remember how long ago that was?
Nope.
It was last year. It was last year.
Yeah, I can't find them, but they were really quite delicious. The hunchback, just
unable to walk down the stairs. Actually, it was 2 years ago. Unable to walk downstairs.
Let me see.
You look like an old Great Dane that you're trying to lead down the little ramp out of the car.
Fucking guts, yeah. Let me see if I can find it really quickly, and I'll see if I can throw them up in a moment's notice. Hold on. I don't even know who sent them to me. It was just no. I don't have them in my. I don't have them in my thing.
What's the number one French restaurant in New York, or used to be?
French?
It's near, huh?
French?
Yeah.
I think yet by
Bernardin, is it called?
No, I think it's
not a French restaurant.
Per se,
over at Columbus Circle.
Maybe he's taking them there.
No, it's not French. It's
I know.
not French.
There's no fucking way he is taking them to like a $400 per person.
It's actually more of a it's more a seafood place from what they were saying.
Well, no, he went through the whole.
And then they started adding meat.
What?
You guys are really cute. Do you think for a second that the company's not going to pick up the bill.
Oh, they are. Oh, the
who
company's
cares?
paying for it. We know that.
I don't care. It doesn't matter who's picking up the bill. It's just a matter of what they're doing. And okay, here we go. Oh, I got it. I found it.
Oh my God, she found it.
Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Here we go.
Western Sizzler.
So, somebody sent this to me. I don't even know when that was. What year?
Look at that. I mean, look at that.
April
physique.
2019. So here
Oh my
he is,
God, it's that long ago.
skulking down the stairs.
Oh my God, look at that. That is just that is like that's nightmare fuel.
Holding on for dear life as he's going to. This is so funny. I forgot all about these fucking.
He looks
pictures.
like a baby deer. Look at that nose.
At all the pictures I have, yeah, I guess it is. You know, the person who sent these to me sent me other pictures of them like sitting at the table together, but they were like, "Don't show those pictures." But apparently they just okay. Here's what did I say? Unfortunately, I got this in my spam folder. It just cleared out today. It was sent to me by a person. I think it's a girl. Was out to dinner with her girlfriend at Nobu. In any case, she saw Beth and Howard eating 1 hour from start to end and just sashimi. Didn't look at the menu. Food just came. No drinks, just water. And that was it. Oh my God. I think my fucking Sunday is here. I'm so excited.
All right. Well, while you're doing that,
yes.
Shane M 1980 for $10 US. Thanks for the show. I can't listen to Howard Stern anymore, but a little curious about how bad it can get. Could have retired 10 years ago and the greatest radio personality ever. I'm not sure anymore. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Shane.
Oops.
And then she's gone.
Are we taking
Anyway,
over?
so for the rest of our Mopar show tonight, we'll be talking about carburetors and how much more power to weight ratio they improved. They were over fuel injection.
Fuel injection. How they can actually be.
Honestly, my friend had a CJ7, and that thing was pretty sweet, that carburetor. But unfortunately, the gravity, once you start getting to a certain degrees on the inclines,
it goes out. The fuel goes out of the bowl.
Exactly. Other than that, those things are freaking sweet.
Yes, they are.
Yes,
they make better sounds. It makes better sounds.
Gotta
have carburetor sounds.
There's that beautiful sound.
Give me Sunday.
What the hell is that thing? I mean, it looks like a whole. It looks like a freaking
soup. It's soup.
Exactly.
It's soup. My friend John, by the way, has actual Riley Martin
signs.
Signs, yeah.
What are they called? Signs, symbols.
He wasn't a cheap bastard. He actually bought a symbol.
You can buy them on eBay, I think.
Thank you, brother John.
How much are they on eBay right now?
Here's my soup, and I'm going to pour the hot fudge into the soup.
The lukewarm fudge into the chocolate soup.
Yeah, fuck it. Delicious. And then, hold on, whipped cream, which will now be dumped into.
Jesus wept. Thank you, Brizzo. Could have gotten a better Sunday.
This is some show.
No shit, but this came with my meal, so I had to have it, and I was like, "Get my fucking Sunday. I need my fucking Sunday." So hold on, let me put my little napkin.
Sunday, bloody Sunday.
All right. Well,
are you going to share with everybody?
Yes. Look, here's my Sunday.
Really? I bet everybody's gonna love the sound of the smacking of ice cream on the air. It should work really well.
Everybody hates me when I do this. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna leave. Okay, we have Jeremy Hallison for $9.99 of real money. Did you think Howard didn't let Beth order a glass of wine? Seems
I don't know.
odd.
I never heard from the person again who sent this to me, so I don't know any.
I don't hit on him.
I don't know any diesel. I really thought I had other pictures, but I guess I didn't. I guess I did not send any other.
Christ, that is just terrifying.
Terrifying, right? Terrifying.
That's the last thing Hansel and Gretel saw.
It's terrifying. All right, let me get rid of that really quickly. All right, let's move on, shall we?
Surely.
French fries. Yes, we talked about that. Oh fuck. All right, so then he starts talking about the party that they're going to have, and that he was really upset because apparently everybody wanted meat because I guess they didn't have a Christmas show since Christmas party since 2019.
Yes, they had. Yeah, even though everything's been like, I don't know, normal for years now, they haven't had a real Christmas party since 2019. And what they've done instead is, I think they just did like an online one. They sent them like a food kit, and then they just kind of met on a food kit. It was the most pathetic thing ever.
So yeah,
Seriously.
so they haven't really done this apparently for a long time, and now they're very into it. But then Howard, apparently, people are complaining that there wasn't enough food or enough substantial food at the last party, and I think they had it downtown at that seafood restaurant. Which I
Was
guess
the
they
last
did.
was the last party where Scott Salem got in trouble?
Yes.
No. Oh, 2019? Oh, that's right. He did, didn't he?
Mhm. So here's Howard's take on the fact that he had to have beef at his next party.
The word I got from someone around here, oh, the guy said it's not enough meat.
I want names.
Exactly.
Yes.
No, there was plenty of meat and great food there.
Oh, please, thank God I took a look at the menu. It would have been a disaster. It would have all just been different forms of dead cow. You know what I
Different
mean?
forms of beef. Yeah.
Yeah, like like a petting zoo holocaust at that party.
What?
Can I say, if these trolls are eating at a buffet, I'd just walk out. I wouldn't even eat there.
Who would eat at that fucking party? And by the way, all these people have gone to all these weddings that all these people have had.
Yes.
Let us recall the wedding that now the dude is divorced. What's his name? Who does the stupid Ronnie puppet?
Steve?
No,
Nowicki? Nowicki, right?
Yeah.
Where they had to wait until like midnight for a burger
Yes.
from the cart
Shake
that was
Shack.
outside, and nobody ate anything. So
And it was freezing outside, right?
exactly. So how could you bitch about what food Howard is offering to you at a free Christmas party? You fucking pigs.
Yeah, the chat reminded last year they kind of met at a bar, which is still friggin' embarrassing
Right.
for a show with $100 million budget.
Right, they
And
did an ad hoc everybody get together at a bar thing,
yeah, it's
which they didn't
embarrassing.
chipped in for. I don't think it was sanctioned by the Stern Show,
Which is embarrassing.
Top shelf right
Utterly,
there.
absolutely
which is
embarrassing.
weird considering the fact that they would pay.
No.
How'd that happen?
I don't know, but Jesus.
Pay for. So how could that be when they would pay for Jonathan Blitt to go out to this ridiculously expensive meal so that they could record it for the show down in Miami, which is probably more expensive than what it will cost for them
Oh,
to have
absolutely. If he went to
70
the
people have a couple of shrimp and free drinks.
if he went to the crab place, I think he went, which is I think Joe's Crab Shack, because for with the I honestly that meal was probably at least $1,000-$1,500.
Go.
More?
Go.
Oh my God. It's that much?
There were at
Hey.
least
How many
20
people
of
were
them
there?
at the show. At the
How many?
At least 20 of them.
Oh Jesus, then that's at least 20 grand.
Yeah, it's a 20
At
grand.
least 20 grand. So it's more than this holiday party.
That's exactly right. That's
Holy
exactly
shit.
right. All right, so then they got into like okay, sorry.
Oh.
So they start talking about
Mhm.
how The Rock doesn't come on the show anymore, and the fact that he's making so much money in this Moana, where Howard didn't realize he doesn't play Moana. He's just like, the dad of Moana. And so he was really jealous of the fact that The Rock, who doesn't come on the show anymore, but he gets to have these roles in these cartoons would make a shit ton of money. And of course, naturally, then we need to know that he was in fact asked to be.
Of course
in
he
it.
was.
Of course he was, because sure, why not?
Was in something.
Yeah. I think one time after I did Private Parts, Betty Thomas asked me to be the voice of one of the animals, and they made a remake of Dr. Dolittle with Eddie Murphy.
Right. Yeah.
And I kind of recall, I could be wrong. I really have no recollection of a lot of this stuff, but I seem to have some vague memory of Betty saying, "Would you be like a jackal or something?"
There was no jackal in that movie, you moron.
Why do I have to be a jackal? Why can't I be something nice like a pelican or something?
I love it. I love it.
Oh my God, there's 2 whiskers now. This is scary.
Yeah, I know.
I'm scared. So he wants to be a pelican. All right, pelican, you want to play a pelican. Hey, Monique, how many times have I sent you pictures from zoos here where there's pelicans?
How funny that he would say pelican of all animals. That he would come out with that. I thought that was quite delicious.
He's a pelican.
So then they get.
By the way, why would he not do it? It would be an easy
Why
paycheck.
wouldn't he do that? It's such an easy lifting,
and it would have expanded, his, career definitely. Like more people would have heard about him. It doesn't make any sense.
I have a feeling that the whole story is farcical.
Oh yeah, of course.
Who's the guy? Larry Sanders guy?
Larry David. Gary Shandling.
Gary Shandling apparently got the part and not him. And he said, I didn't even read the script. I just sent it off to my agent. And he said, this is beneath you because it's not a lot of lines. It's only 5 lines. And it's not
it's an Eddie Murphy movie. It's beneath you. Okay.
Yes, we all have PTSD when we hear
that door knock today was making me shake. I was literally ready to start drinking this morning. Seriously.
We did tell an interesting story. We keep losing Xavier, just so you know.
So the funny thing about this Dr. Dolittle is that, of course, he has to badmouth it. It actually made money.
Yeah, of course.
It cost $100 million to make, and it made $374 worldwide. So it made more than 3 times. It made money. So
sure.
Yeah, okay.
It would have been the
Howard.
only winning thing he had ever been part of.
Yes, it would absolutely have been the biggest thing.
Gilbert was in it. Pee Wee Herman was in it. Gary Shandling, Chris Rock. It was a huge movie. He wasn't an ass.
So, whatever happened, Betty Thomas probably just said to him, "Hey, what do you think about being in this movie?" That's all. Not that there was a specific role, not that there was something for him to do. Just, what do you think about being in this? And then stupid fucking Don probably said, "Oh, it's not big enough. You're a big guy. You're a big man. You're the biggest fucking guy."
Don heard it was a cartoon and not understanding that those make a lot of money, decided no.
Yeah.
Because Don was big in 1960. You know what I mean?
Again, we're talking about Eddie Murphy in 1998. I mean,
yes.
Peak.
His peak Eddie Murphy.
And maybe Howard could have got Eddie on the show. It's like it would have been a win-win,
Absolutely. But no. He went into a conversation. I didn't record it, but he did go into a conversation about, he starts talking about this artist, and Judy, you'll appreciate this. This artist who did like some art for Facebook, even did something here one time. And he was talking about how David Cho, who we know infamously over at the Sirius Studios, did the room where the people come in to
the
just
green room,
and they painted over it. They painted over fucking David Cho's art. So apparently, David Cho, early on in his tenure as a kind of celebrated artist, Mark Zuckerberg asked him to paint like some murals over at Facebook. And so he did these murals, like these huge murals, and he received company stock in lieu of cash payment for the murals. His shares were valued at $200 million on the eve of Facebook's IPO. So instead of taking payment for doing all this artwork at Facebook, he took stock and made $200 million.
Wow.
On just doing
and the Stern Show painted over his
painted
artwork.
Over
painted over it. The nicest thing in the entire place, they painted over it.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, right? I'm gonna look it up.
Howard turned down Shrek. Right. Didn't he say that once?
Yes.
That he turned down fucking Shrek?
That's a lie also.
A lie, because he brought it up today about all the cartoons and everything, and that everything he was offered was shit. It's so funny because if he's even in conversation with somebody at dinner and they just mention something to him in passing, he thinks that that's an absolute offer, that's a done deal, and he has the role, and he's the one who's going to say, no, this is not for me. I'm not really into this. So
Yeah, I
fucking-
still don't believe he was going to be in The Star Is Born. That is
Sam Elliott.
That was a joke.
Sam Elliott is incredible. Compared, you know,
It was
And
that
Sam
was a
Elliott won an
joke.
Oscar for it. It was a joke. It was a
Howard
joke.
believes it though.
It's okay. It's okay. Let the old man in his delusional mind believe whatever he wants. Who gives a shit at this point? So then they get into a conversation about call her daddy. And Howard loves not knowing. So he loves not knowing what call her daddy is all about. And he starts talking about the merch and that she already has a 7-figure deal just in her merch alone, let alone the $70 million contract she got from Sirius to do her podcast. So, yeah. So a little jealous, and you could hear it in his voice as he's talking about this. I love it.
I was reading about that podcaster they signed up here at Sirius. Alex Cooper, the one who has Call Her Daddy, which I've never heard, but evidently she's very popular. She already has an 8-figure merchandise business. And I'm like,
whoa.
yeah,
What's
yeah.
she
Yeah, like,
selling?
I'm sorry, 8-figure merchandise.
That's only over $1 million.
No,
10 million, over 10 million.
Yeah,
Over 10.
8-figure merchandising.
exactly. When I'm like, well, wait a second. Who wants a Call Her Daddy sweatshirt? What is she selling is right. Maybe she sells like products for, what is her expertise? She's a child expert, like child care?
What an idiot.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me that you didn't read up on her after
She's
she
a child expert.
Right.
That's what he
is
means.
she, a
Call her
mom?
daddy.
She's a mom and she has child expertise.
She's
You
child
fucking
expert.
idiot. How do you not know this? This is part of your world. This is
Yes,
somebody who makes
podcasting. It's your world, dude. It's podcasting.
amount of money because of what she brings to the table that is not you. It's not you. So I'm fascinated by this.
I don't know anything
Maybe-
about her.
I don't know.
Maybe she's got like her own brand of baby wipes or something. What are her
Baby
products?
wipes.
Anybody know?
Oh my God, Boomer.
Classic example of how nobody knows anything. And Mehmet is so right about this. But look at how the timing is so short now because they all are super hyper aware of Mehmet saying nobody ever comes online when Howard asks a question and doesn't know the answer to it. So listen how they all jump to.
I mean, I was reading in the New York Times and they said it was, sweatshirts, sweatpants, T-shirts, that kind of stuff.
Really?
And they say, call her daddy. Is that what, or call me daddy, whatever her thing is?
That's why I got it wrong.
She's not like into childcare. She's like into sex and sexuality and talking to, celebrities.
Oh, I didn't know that. But Robin knows more about her clearly because then she says this.
Point of view. I don't know. My
cute,
clitoris is
so
itchy.
she's-
Is she cute? I haven't
Oh,
talked.
yeah. She's cute.
Does she work out of the building or is she like remote?
I don't think
I
she's
haven't
in
seen
the
her.
Just taking her podcast. She's still in her
She's
basement
remote.
or wherever.
But,
Yeah.
but Howard, her thing is,
Yeah, she's still in her basement or
In
whatever.
her basement. Oh, you mean like
You and
like-
you.
Yeah.
like
you.
Howard and you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is she like remote?
Yeah. Like Gary from his
Yeah, like
fucking
our whole
Basement.
show is remote.
whole show.
she started out talking about sex a lot and super graphically, by the way.
Wow.
And
Right.
then she decided she wanted to pivot and she became like an interviewer. And she talks about, like, I listened to an episode where she has a woman on who knows a lot about money and tells women, like, when you're living with somebody, how do you split the rent? But she also still talks about sex too, but she used to be nothing but sex.
You know what I gathered from what
Just
Gary
like the Howard
just
Stern
said?
show. Yeah, go on.
You know what nothing. I literally just gathered nothing from what Gary just said. He just rambled some talking points that he quickly found and literally made absolutely no fucking sense.
And Dennis, he tries to kind of put a negative spin, trying to use words to be
absolutely.
negative. oh, you're the best, sir.
Wait. It gets better. Hold on.
Oh
I
yes.
just finished my sundae. And you know what? It was melted, but it was fucking delicious. I'm so happy. Now, of course, I'm dying of thirst. That was.
Oh well, I have 32 ounces of water.
I have 5 ounces from 3 days ago.
Chilled. It's beautiful.
All right, here we go. Right. So Howard's like, I don't understand how she's doing 8 figures worth of merch. I should do merch. And here's his brilliant idea on merch.
Great merch.
Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, it's not playing. Give me a second.
Welcome to the hot mess. I could come up with a nice catch line for, how about like Baba Booey placemats for your dinner table?
That's brilliant. I think that's an excellent idea.
You should have done it 40 years ago.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
it's a little past its prime now. Just slightly.
It's
a little old.
Okay, here, Rupa Pumpkin is telling us that she is selling hoo mugs for $25. Wait, is that true? I don't know about.
Jesus Christ. Are you pulling it up?
Yeah, I have to.
So I don't have to?
Yeah.
Mo pulls it up so we don't have to.
Yeah. You know what? That's what I enjoyed about the Patreon thing that we did, because it was really fun to, like, in real time tell people about some of the people that were on the show that are passed away.
Oh, yeah, she loved the death notices. It was very awesome. We had the friggin' Grim Reaper over there.
I know.
It was awesome.
Call her daddy. New merch available now. New drop available now.
It almost looks like my store. No, not really.
Yeah, that's exactly. So here, let's look at the merch. Let's see what goes on. Extra dirty. Hot mess. It's a lifestyle hoodie. Hot mess. Hot girls are messy. T-shirt.
I'm surprised Beth isn't rolling around on Insta with this shit on. I'm dead serious.
Hot girls are messy. Honestly, who does buy this shit? But I get it. I mean, I get that that's a thing.
I think it's a Zoomer thing.
It's a coaster. Cheers, hot mess. One more, no spilling. So I guess these are all like logo and shit that she does on her show. And yeah, shows her. She's a cute girl. She's a cute girl. Sometimes better than others, but yeah, she's kind of cute.
$35 for that friggin' beanie.
Oh, is that how much? Yeah. Well, I'm sure it costs like all of $3 to make.
Jesus. Yeah, the little kid in China was busting his fingers on that thing.
Okay, so here's Gary, of course, because we have to make this better and more about Howard. So here we go.
For how about like Baba Booey placemats?
Yeah, it's
your dinner table.
Yeah, sure.
Might be awesome.
But Howard, she's said in interviews, like she is using you as the roadmap. She talks about like you're the greatest ever, and she wants to do what you did.
I didn't sell merch.
Well, yeah, you never did that.
No, I'm starting. Now my agent's gone. He's no longer alive.
He was the one who always said no.
He said no merch.
So thanks to Bring Back Jackie, I can tell you all with absolute certainty that we all beg to fucking differ with what Papa Booey just said. So let me play the clip for you.
Hold on, let me get something. Hold on.
Okay. But this is good. You're going to listen to this. Are you still
I'm
there?
listening.
Okay, here we go.
Listen to podcaster for women in the country, host of Call Her Daddy. And yesterday at the Deal Book Summit, we talked about controversy surrounding her episode with Vice President Harris. And I asked her whether the campaign had spent $100,000 had been.
Yeah, not in a hotel.
Meaning studio.
Yeah, it's not in Los Angeles, but.
But do you think they did that? I mean, you saw
Absolutely not. With love to them. Oh my God, it was gorgeous, but like it wasn't that nice. It wasn't like gorgeous marble. Like, no, that was not 6 figures.
So Trump goes on Rogan.
Yes.
Do you think she should have gone on Rogan?
I'm not the vice president of the United States. Maybe one day. No, just kidding. I don't know. I think that's up to her. I think like listen, I think we had a great conversation. I think she could have hung with him, but I think at the end of the day, they clearly had a campaign strategy.
You know, there's a movie called Idiocracy,
And she's it.
And she's it.
That
She
I
is
wasn't
it.
in these
My
meetings. and I
God.
did my job.
You have a big deal
Listen to
now
this, listen to
at
this. Here we go.
SiriusXM.
Yes.
And some people say
And
that
just remember what Gary just said, that she looks to you as a roadmap. A roadmap.
Yes, a roadmap.
one of the reasons that SiriusXM wanted to get you is because that you could become the successor at some point to Howard Stern. What do you think of that?
I just am like, oh my God, I was going to say something saying like I have a vagina, but that was going to be inappropriate. So let's rewind. I am a woman. Like, I don't need to keep being compared to these men. I'm like, I'm Alex Cooper. I'm going to be Alex Cooper all day. And if I happen to sit next to Joe Rogan or Howard Stern, put me in the middle. But I'm not trying to be the next Howard Stern.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be the next Howard Stern. So she literally said that she doesn't want to be Howard Stern.
The only good moment that ever happened on that show was Elon Musk telling Bob Iger go fuck himself. That was the only thing ever good that happened on that show.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you for the $5. Wiggy the evil Imus loves trickle-down economics. He keeps all the money. His staff gets crumbs. And when he complains because called me daddy gets paid. Yes, of course. The jealousy is like rife. What do you got there, Den?
So, yes, he never ever sold merchandise or anything to his fans.
No.
And sitting in my office behind me is a crisp copy of Crucified by the FCC, which I think cost me I think this was like $39.
Probably really expensive. It would probably
$49?
cost them like $5 to make.
Oh, yeah, because inside this wonderful piece of shit that Howard, which was just his radio show, repackaged, it opens up and there is, of course, Howard being crucified.
Yes.
And then you have 2 CDs.
And
in
not
two
being
CDs, and in this book,
They also sold it as tapes, I think. Cassette
yes,
tapes.
but I sprung for the CDs, and in here you have this lazy little booklet that I've never actually read because I looked at it and said, "This is some lazy shit in here."
It's just a bunch of pictures that they put together.
Dennis, is that your original copy you bought in
Yes,
19?
I bought this when it came out, yeah, now I feel like a sucker. So yeah, I own this.
That's money that you would have spent on something else anyway. It's
You
okay.
enjoyed it at
I
the
would have
time.
bought something that actually aged better.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not great anymore. Now you,
It's okay. It's okay that you did that, Dennis. It's okay.
The
We
fight,
relate.
the Sam Kinison, Jessica Hahn fight on it is good.
Oh yeah, my God.
yeah, it actually is good. Oh yes, and of course, yeah, I have this too. It's somewhere. I gotta find it. But Bongo Fiesta, yes, I have.
I've never watched that. I've never watched on the.
I've never watched that. We could do that on Patreon one day.
It's a Patreon. That
I'm
actually
afraid.
is funny because it's so awful. It is actually funny. But Bongo Fiesta.
And what is it? Underpass Party is the other one. Underpants Party.
Yeah, the Underpants Party isn't as funny.
And we can listen to his record. He also had a record, right?
Let's not do that. Let's
No, let's not listen to the record. The record's really bad.
That, you know, as we witnessed from parts 1 and parts 2 of the Channel 9 show, there's a lot of Howard that's really not funny, and it doesn't have any legs. Like, it doesn't have any it's not evergreen, you know. It's just not it's not something that stands the test of time. And all these things, including what you just showed, it doesn't stand the test of time. It just doesn't.
No, that's what I said. It really doesn't. I mean, there's a couple funny things on there, but I mean, honestly, the more you listen, it gets actually kind of cringy because it's like knowing that what a fakie is.
Yeah, it's sad actually. It's who he was though, and it's who we loved. Honestly,
Well, the thing is, I still like that type of humor. Unfortunately, I think I'm jaded now by knowing what a friggin' tool he really is. That it kind of makes it unfunny.
but you know the problem is that humor has transcended and morphed into something else. It's not even that as it was back then is as funny as you would think.
Well, there are certain things of humor that are still funny because they're always going to be funny.
Yes, I mean,
yeah.
looking at Animal House, and what was it that we just watched the other day, and we were just laughing because it was so stupid.
Oh, was it Smokey and the Bandit?
No, it was like Back to School, Rodney
School, yeah,
Dangerfield.
but
Right,
you know,
and shit like that is just
my
really
17-year-old daughter watched Smokey and the Bandit and was
Yeah.
absolutely laughing at Jackie Gleason. And I'm like, yeah, he made all that shit up. There were no lines. He just literally said that shit. And she was dying.
See, but you need somebody like your dad around to tell you about this shit because, like, I remember watching The Manchurian Candidate with my father. It was on TV one day, and he was like, "Mo," and he brings me over. He's like, "You have to watch this with me. It's just such a great movie." And then he would like explain to me that Frank Sinatra was like a big star, and he was like a singer, and then he went into acting, and he was just equally as good as an actor. And and so you got like an education on it, like you can do for your daughter.
Correct.
And so it takes that. She would never just arbitrarily say, I think today I'll watch Smokey and the fucking Bandit. Like, you just don't do that, because you just don't know this stuff. Yes, Dorian Morgan. America was desperate for subversive humor after the 80s, and we accepted hack shit. And don't forget, like, the early 80s, and I never forget this because I find it to be bizarre, but the early 80s were only like 14, 15 years away from the Vietnam War. Like, that's how close we were to like a war where lots of people died, and we were like just desperate for funny.
And the other part of that, and kind of carried over, remember, because the 70s were miserable. And I try to explain to my daughter how bad the 70s were because everything was brown. I mean, the colors of stuff really did indicate the mood. It was a very
I don't really remember that because I was so young that I
remember it. I just remember the feelings. It was just not awesome. And cars were brown and gray and dark green.
Yeah,
and the humor was kind of eh. And then the early 80s, you just kind of had that. You kind of had that dead zone.
But maybe it was because we were getting older, so therefore that we understood and appreciated things better. Because in the 70s, what I loved was like Planet of the Apes and Soylent Green and Omega Man and just all this like amazing dystopian science fiction and Willy Wonka. I mean, just all this shit that was so amazing to me. I found it to be amazing time of life. Honestly. And then the 80s came along and it was like, Easy Money and Back to School and Mode and the Smiths and all this stuff that just
the 80s was actually
so fucking aware because I was older.
The 80s were a renaissance for cheap horror movies. They literally and sci-fi. And that literally was the entire genre. Like there's a lot of really low budget horror and sci-fi movies from the 80s that you can just go watch now because they're not the greatest production value, but they're interesting. They had good scripts, good acting in them. And Back to School was literally like Rodney coming on the scene, literally revolutionized, brought comedy back.
Oh my God.
His shit brought comedy back. Honest to God.
But you also had like Jim Belushi and like Chris
Belushi's
Farley
not that funny.
Animal House is one of the funniest fucking
John Belushi's funny. Jim's his brother, and he isn't.
I meant to say Farley and John, and them kind of like twisted.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. You know what? Xavier left us, so Puzzle can come back onto the scene.
Here we go. Planet of the Apes in 2024. Real Dr. Zayas. Ophelia Quivers.
Dr. Zayas. Yes, you're exactly right about that. All right, let's move on. So again, he's still talking about Alex Cooper, and he's a little upset with her. Not really sure why. Here we go.
I see she's taking a picture of herself in her closet, which looks like a store. I was never, that's the other thing. People showing off all this wealth. I don't get it.
Her place is prettier than their place.
I think this younger generation is all into that because they're all into the kind of things that you wouldn't ordinarily think would make you money, like podcasting.
Nice.
Oh my God. Let's see Robin's house.
Yeah, exactly. So what you're not understanding is that when she signed with Barstool Sports, she was making a shit ton of money, and she was making like $500,000 an episode or something like ridiculous like that. And so she could afford to do what she has done. And the fact that she is, she had like this really cool New York apartment, but then she moved to LA and she broke up with the girl who was her partner in Call Her Daddy, similar to what John Hine and Mark Zuckerberg did to everybody who made them who they fucking were.
Yes.
And she became the star. And so, yeah, sure, have Chanel and Louis Vuitton and all that good stuff. And she just has like a beautiful, beautiful fucking home now. And she's 28 years old. And you know what? She's living the motherfucking dream. And I can't even imagine that Howard could be. And look how cute your little stone sink as opposed to Howard's pink marble fucking circa 1990s that he'll never get out of kind of thing that he does. But yeah, so that's Alex Cooper and that's her home. And that's Howard being a little bit
I'm sure Beth would die to be friends with her.
Oh, absolutely. 100%.
You know what? Again, she's 28. Beth is 52, 51. So they're not in the same ballpark.
I know that, but Beefus would want. I mean, because you know what a climber it is.
She would kill. She would kill
Absolutely.
to.
She'd run over all those kittens.
Her in her space. Yeah, she'd kill to be in her space. She's still trying to get like Taylor Swift. These people are. By the way, and I'm gonna go. I have 1, 2, 3 clips left. She is on next week, I think. I mean,
I know
what?
this is a cruel friggin' joke. Because here's the thing: he has X amount of shows for the contract, not per year, and so he did 98 shows last year. This year he'll do 96 shows.
Yeah.
So next year he could possibly just fuck everyone and do 50 shows.
I don't know, Dennis. You keep talking about this amount of
Marianne
shows
from Brooklyn, remember?
I feel like you're wrong.
But Marianne from Brooklyn said a number of shows left because that's what it is. It's a number of shows. It's not.
She has a big mouth.
So we're listening to Marianne now.
And well,
She does have a big mouth.
With stuff like this, she overhears things. She's told things.
But again, we're wrong. He's into
No, because according to this, there should be like 60 shows next year, and that would be very plausible.
It's contract negotiation year, so
exactly.
There's a spot on your eyeball.
Me?
Are they behind in the calendar?
No, they're on. He did those makeup shows.
Okay.
He did all those makeup shows so he can be right.
We don't know. We don't know what we don't know. What we don't know.
All I know is that I've never seen a show that with a giant budget that doesn't let you know when they're going to be on and when they're going to be off.
Or God forbid they have the guest host that does the show while he's on vacation. God forbid they did something like that. It just shows you how insecure he is about his
because everyone else is more talented than him.
Popularity.
And he knows that.
It's kind of sad. All right, here we go. So at some point he twists into a Led Zeppelin commercial for some documentary that Led Zeppelin is going to be doing. And so he starts to lament and be sad about not being able to interview not Jimmy Page.
Oh, John Bonham. John Bonham's dead.
No, not John Bonham. No, the other one.
Paul Jones.
John Paul Jones. No,
he wanted Jimmy Page. He kept on saying he wanted to interview Jimmy Page.
He had it.
Robert Plant.
He had Robert Plant in it. He walked out.
Here we go. So here's him talking about how sad he is that he's not been able to interview Jimmy Page, but he's in the middle of the conversation about the advertisement that they're doing for a documentary that's coming out in February. Yeah, there's a lot of build up to
Unbelievable guitar player. I really would like to interview him. I mean, I would go so deep into the weeds with him. Like, how did he become Jimmy Page?
Okay, really?
Wow. You know what Jimmy Page would say to that? You're a very silly man, and walk out.
So here's the thing. It is 2024, right? Led Zeppelin has not been
a thing
since
1981.
Okay, let's go. I was going to say early 1980s, right?
1981.
So anything that there would be to talk about this man has been said, done, T-shirts, books written, articles, everything. There is nothing you are going to mine from this fucking guy that you think you are so goddamn special, and that whatever it is that you say to him is going to be something so incredibly intrinsic to the um diaspora that is fucking Led Zeppelin, that you think that that is going to be something seminal to the
it's rather embarrassing that he
It
thinks
is.
he has that type of gravitas that he can ask such a moronic question and get a very deep answer. I mean, seriously, Jimmy Page. I mean, it is just amazing. You're not kidding about how much his entire life has been dissected at this point. Remember, this was the biggest band in the world for a decade. A decade. They had a 747. I mean, literally, they had their own friggin' airplane, their own pilot. They actually would entire hotels. I mean, this band was bigger than you could ever fathom. Some podcaster asking a retarded question is
about
just
their
not
father's love and like
not gonna. It's just who cares?
He's so stupid because he thinks he really, in some bizarre fashion, thinks that he can talk guitar with him now because he knows how to play a couple of chords, which I'm going to play for you right now.
Actually, he was not that bad. Actually, this was actually not that bad.
All right, Dennis.
I was across the room when it was being played, so maybe I'm wrong.
Because I have clip, but Rupert Pupkin, right.
Yes.
John Bonham died 44 years
1980.
ago.
Their last album was 1981, Coda.
We were children. This is insanity to me. Like, I remember actually him dying because the cool kids that were like older than us, like the 17, 18, 19-year-olds, all had apparently Led Zeppelin was supposed to do a concert in New York. I'm not sure if it was at like Shea Stadium or Madison Square Garden or something. And then John Bonham up and died, and all their tickets were for naught. Let me see. I need to know this now. I need to know when.
I remember because I had a Led Zeppelin wallet, and it was just upsetting because I had it, and it was like my first real wallet, and I'm like, oh, John Bonham died. Shit, they're not going to be a band anymore. It's like literally, I was 9 years old, and I'm like, oh.
So John Bonham, the drummer for Led Zeppelin, died on September 25th, 1980.
Yep.
One day before the band was scheduled to begin their North American tour. The tour was canceled and the band decided to break up. So the surviving members of Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant, and John Paul Jones, reunited a few times since Bonham's death. Once was Live Aid in 1985. Once was the Atlantic Records 40th anniversary concert in 1988 when Jason Bonham, John's son, played the guitar, played the drums. United States Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction in 1995, where again Jason Bonham played drums on the first 4 songs, and Ahmet Ertegun's tribute concert in 2007, again Jason Bonham played drums. The surviving members have said they've decided not to continue as a band with the new drummer because they felt it wasn't right. They also said that Led Zeppelin was a 4-man effort and they didn't want to create a role for somebody new. So yeah, so they were supposed to start the North America tour, and a lot of people had tickets for it and literally cried. I remember dudes actually crying.
Yeah,
because
this was a big deal. It was a big deal when he died.
And the fact that they broke up was huge.
That was even bigger. It's like, oh.
It's like, wait, I'm sorry, what? You're breaking up? Like
and then I immediately ran out and bought Coda. I have Coda on.
Did you? Amazing.
And not to be negative, but I think their last hit album was Physical Graffiti. So, Coda, I don't think was
Physical In Through the Outdoor is not a bad album.
I don't think
I have
it.
it.
Well,
I actually have In Through the Outdoor still in the paper bag it was sold in. It's an album sold in a paper bag.
Huh.
And that it's not a bad album. It's different. They were going in a different direction. It's okay.
Interesting.
I mean,
the last concert that Led Zeppelin played in New York City was, are you ready for this? It's like crazy. July 29th, 1973.
Is this where the firecrackers hit Howard in the head.
Yeah, it hit Howard. Yeah, he ran out.
Led Zeppelin's 1973 North American tour was the 9th concert tour in North America by the English rock band. The tour was divided into 2 legs, performances commencing on May 4th and concluding on July 29th in 1973. And that was actually the last time they played in New York. That's kind of crazy. Yeah. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, so none of us got to see them. So that's one of those bands I would have killed to see. I could say that today, but I would also have killed to see Stone Temple Pilots and you know,
I saw Weiland, but I saw Weiland with his other band that he had.
Oh yeah,
Velvet Revolver.
Velvet Revolver. So I got to see Slash play guitar too.
Judy, did you ever see them?
Who? Stone Temple?
Yeah.
No,
I know.
I was invited twice, and I didn't like. I don't know.
Velvet Revolver was freaking awesome. Actually,
I was an idiot.
Scott Weiland was the skinniest human I've ever seen in my entire life.
Well, Haroun and David Bowie, I regret not seeing ever. That's 2 that I kind of regret. All right, so of course we're talking about Led Zeppelin. We got to talk about guitar play, and you might have been across the room, Dennis.
I was across the room.
So I won't make you guess, but of course he's trying to play "Thank You." So let's listen to it.
All right, yeah, I was across the room. This is terrible. Wow. At least he's in the right tune. I'll give him that. Oh, that poor guitar. He just committed suicide. Oh my god, that guitar wants to jump in the bathtub.
I'll get it. When he plays that shit and he does it so effortlessly, it's
really.
This is so old now. I mean, literally, it's old. This is like in 1980, if you were talking about Glenn Miller. Seriously, think about the time difference. It is literally like 1980, you're talking about Glenn Miller.
Or having Mountain come on. And when was
No. Judy, you're not understanding. Yeah. Glenn Miller in 1980. That's what this music is at this point. It's 40-something years old. In 1980, big band music was 40-something years old. And this is exactly what this is.
You're so right. But the difference is that a lot of kids today have parents our age who listen to this music and they're like, "You want to hear something cool? You want to hear something really cool?"
Exactly. It was different.
And so it's different because my dad never said to me, "You want to hear a little Buddy Rich because it's really fucking cool." And stop listening to Elton John, Captain Fantastic, but this is fucking cool. Parents didn't do that because they knew that music had transcended what they understood to be really good music. Certainly with Elvis Presley, definitely with the Beatles, and then going into things that I remember, which is like Elton John and Black Sabbath and Led Zeppelin. It was completely different than anything that they could say, "You want to hear something cool?" But today, parents could have like a 12-year-old in the car and say, "You want to hear something really fucking cool?" and throw out some Led Zeppelin or Depeche Mode. I mean, whatever it is, it's going to be better than fucking Buddy Rich. I mean, that's not music that I mean, you think to yourself, in like a senior citizens home when we're like in our 80s or something, are they going to still be playing some stupid fucking ragtime music when the people come to visit to play music? Or are they going to be playing the Smiths?
I don't know, Monique. Going to car shows, you would still think that everybody wanted to hear fucking 50s doo-wop.
Right? What is that?
I have no fucking clue why this is being played anymore. I've said this on my YouTube channel, DJ's Classic Garage. This shit has to stop. It needs to stop. Stop it. It's 60. It's 70 years ago. It's over. Those people have died.
It's
over. It's
over.
It's over. Play something from the 80s and 90s. Come on,
My
please.
mother was born in 1953. She doesn't want to even hear that fucking music. Like,
She didn't listen to it. She listened to 60s music.
That's right.
She
That's
didn't listen
right.
to 50s.
She
She listened to
the
60s.
Beatles. She was a kid of the 60s, and nobody in the 60s listened to that fucking music. And all the cars that you're playing with over there are from the fucking 60s. And everybody who had an AM radio was definitely listening to
Most of
fucking
them had
Beatles
only
and
AM
Muppets
radios.
and Zeppelin and all this other shit. Nobody's listening to fucking doo-wop. Fuck you. Fuck doo-wop.
It makes me so angry.
Horrible music. That's horrible, horrible music.
It's enough.
No,
Move on.
I swear to you, a couple of years ago, I went to visit like some nursing homes with my mother because I had this bizarre idea that I was going to put her away for fucking ever. And this one that we went to visit, they literally had like this 3-man. They were dressed in like fucking stripes and little stupid.
No, you're joking.
And they were singing like fucking
Barbershop. That's a
barbershop quartet kind of music. And my mother looked at me and she's like, "What the fuck is this?" I'm like, "I don't know, Mom. I think that the last remains of human beings who would listen to this fucking music are here right now. That's who's here." And I would never. And I think to myself, my God, what's going to happen in 2040 when I'm in a fucking nursing home somewhere? And it's like, are they going to really be playing doo-wop music? And am I going to have to kill them? Is that
you might have to?
I'm frightened by that. Okay, I'm sorry. We digressed.
Yes.
Oh, guitar play. All right. So then it's the end of the show. So
And the end of the show was, well, just like the
2
rest of the
minutes
show.
and 20 seconds long because I kept thinking it was the end of the show, but it
So
wasn't.
Monique, the one thing you didn't pull is
Yeah.
at 9:23.
Oh,
he
yeah.
goes, "Oh my God, look at the time. What happened? What happened to the time? Wait a minute. We've been here for almost 2 hours. I haven't gotten to anything yet. Oh my God, what do we?" It's like literally, dude, that's what we're all saying. You've been on the show air for over 2 hours.
And
What?
nothing.
You've done nothing. Now
Until-
you're realizing it.
I couldn't remember anything.
And then
that-
45 minutes
the
of
number.
Bigfoot,
Right.
Bigfoot, who has been on the show a total of probably 25 minutes this entire year.
Right, but make him part of the 9. And the only reason he's doing these weird 9s is so that they can do bits. So it's kind of weird. It's really lazy. It's just horrible.
Here's the best part so far on the Noins, that only one person has had more airtime than 25 minutes for the entire so far. It's Ronnie. Everybody else has not. The other 3 people have not had an hour of airtime this
We're only
year.
talking about Wink Martindale, Bigfoot, and Richard Simmons.
Yes, who literally combined don't have an hour of airtime.
No.
Combined. And
No.
they're
And Wink's
important to
never
the show.
even really been on. He's just like a voice that they play.
Yes, it's the most embarrassing
And
thing
nobody
ever.
under 45 knows Wink Martindale or Richard Simmons,
45.
right?
So cute. You're so cute. 45.
Wink Martindale.
Oh, what do you
Jesus
think?
Christ. I barely know Wink Martindale.
Wink Martindale hasn't been. Well, let's see.
It's
Wink.
in 1980s.
No, when you were a kid, you'd be sick and you'd watch the game show.
1980s. Or
Hey,
early
that's
80s.
us, but let's
I
see.
know.
When did he get out of the fucking business?
I mean, they sell Richard Simmons Chia Pets, so maybe a kid goes, "Mommy,
No,
Daddy, what's that?"
Wink Martindale is 91 years old. And let's see when he was on television. Later career. He received a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame in 2006.
Your career's over by
Blah,
then.
blah, blah, yada, yada, yada. Nothing. I mean, nothing.
He left like what was it Wheel of Fortune like in 1981 or something like that. I mean,
Interesting. In 2013, Martindale made a guest appearance on the Eric Andre Show. In an appearance typical for the show, he did the interview dressed in a motion capture suit, sang a song teaching kids their Jamaican ABCs, and promoted drinkable milk. I bet you that's why they had him on, because
Eric Andre.
And Eric Andre, blah, 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 blah. 2014, Martindale started his own YouTube channel featuring episodes of game shows, game show pilots. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, that's right. Joker's Wild, one of my favorite shows.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot he hosted that.
Let's go see. Wink Martindale. Wink Martindale. Yeah, here he is.
Puzzle is just enthralled by this. She actually hasn't moved. I better wait. Hold on. I gotta check.
As she should be.
Yeah, she's fine. She's fine.
Wink Martindale has 22,000 subscribers, and he's got pilots, and he's got rare pilots, and he's got gambits, and yeah, all sorts of interesting wink-ish type of shot. Let's see, coaches and cars having fun. Let's see what
Free
this
use.
is.
Free use.
I own cup of noodle soup.
This is not it.
You don't have premium, huh?
No, of course not.
What's wrong with you?
Why
What's
would-
wrong with you?
Oh, that's a linebackers coach.
It's
That's not,
Jeffrey Martindale.
no, that's not Wink.
That is not a winky.
Damn it. That's not Wink.
There he is.
Wink
Green.
goes-
Bartholomew, he was a television staple for decades and helped launch Wheel of Fortune. And now the tributes are pouring in for legendary game show host Chuck Wooler at his passing.
Well, you know, I could go on for a long time talking about this special person because the passing of Chuck Woolery leaves a huge void.
What void does it leave? You're so cute.
Well, it leaves one less guy at the old age home.
Oh my God.
He knows.
Our lives are too short to listen to Wink Martindale at this moment.
There's no part of me that wants to listen to fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, he still seems to have marbles. That's good.
And he still has his timber. He still has his
he
timber.
still has his timber.
All right, so here we are, 2 minutes and 28 seconds of the end of the show. I tried to end the show. I tried to make it end the show, but he went on for an inordinate amount of time
He had to
about
make up that commercial time.
fucking guy that's going to be on the show next week to reveal to us. No, you'll hear. And then I started forwarding
And
because
what the reveal is insane.
nobody cares. Honestly,
He farts, he does it all.
I don't know where the time. I don't know where the time went this morning. We were having fun, and suddenly it's time for the show to be over. But tomorrow, I will get to the rest of the Howard 9. I'll get to the phone calls. I'll get to the fan mail. I won't stick around for 2.5 hours and finally get to the show.
No.
That's not going to happen. And Robin, you should keep me on track. I do want to mention something unbelievable that is coming up at the end of the year. Let's see. It's going to be next Tuesday. Oz the Mentalist Perlman. Oz, who I discovered on America's Got Talent.
Yeah.
I've remained in touch.
I discovered him on
I discovered him.
because I actually sought out the talent that would be on America's Got Talent and didn't just show up to make some stupid fucking commentary whilst dressed as a Skeletor in a Barbados fucking suit with your capped teeth and your nose job and your shaved down fucking Adam's apple. I discovered this fucking
With him.
douchebag.
He's going to do something he's claiming he can do. I don't see how he's going to do it. It's impossible.
What is he claiming he can do?
Well, I ran into Oz somewhere.
Yeah, where'd you run into him? Exactly where would you run
The
into
supermarket.
some
Yeah.
right? Some
in the drive-through at Arby's.
And he said, would
Getting
you
fried.
be on the show? And I will tell you the word that Valerie Harper, rest in peace, said that she told me and only me. I'm the only one in the world who knows it. In fact, Beth said to me the other day, what is the word? And I said, honey, I'm not even going to tell you. Because if Oz comes on this show and he can tell me the word that Valerie Harper gave me that day in the studio, she said, she had brain.
By the way, let us all just reflect on the fact that some stupid mentalist is going to come into the show next Tuesday. This is all he's got for the end of the year. This is
wait. And it's a bit about Valerie Harper. And show of hands, people under 40, can you tell me who Valerie Harper is? Oh, wait, you can't.
45.
You honestly, you can't.
And this is the copy, I think, of Harry Houdini, told his wife.
Yes,
like,
it is.
the word.
100%.
It's just, and this is also probably a Sal bit.
Yes.
Said to her, I'll know. Sal, who was so fucking wrong, it's not even funny. But Oz is saying, do not miss Tuesday's show. Not
Financial reporter.
He's the most mental. Someone's home.
Keep going.
The guy out.
Hours.
Of course you don't know how he does it.
Yes. He doesn't say he reads minds.
In any
Fast
case,
forwarding at this point.
I do know the word
I couldn't. I was listening in real time.
because I'm not telling anyone. Tuesday,
Tomorrow?
week from
Oh,
Tuesday.
it's a
No,
week.
week from Robin.
Tomorrow.
Week from Tuesday.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. All right. I gotta wait. I just wanted to know when I'm gonna find out if there's an afterlife.
And it's no bullshit. As good he is. I met America's Got Talent.
In Arizona in the day, and then I have one in Vegas at night, but I could take the red eye. Like the guy's working like crazy.
Valerie
Doesn't
Harper.
change much.
I didn't take any breaks. Total Wine and
Yes,
More
you did.
season.
That's
You-
it.
You did take a break. You took a 11-minute break in the middle of the show.
Probably Beth wants to talk to Yoda or whatever other dead.
Oh
Jews.
yeah. Remember, no, it's already done that. It already had somebody try to contact Bianca.
Yes.
Was
and
that a bit?
No.
No, it was in real life.
Real
It
life.
actually paid of somebody to contact Bianca from the grave.
Pet psychic to contact
Pet
you.
psychic. Yep.
So you might have missed this, but they featured some incredibly non-straight looking dude named Russ Matthews on the Howard Stern wrap-up show. So that was something that was interesting, I guess, that went on. Then we have a clip from Adam Sandler yesterday, a clip from Russell Crowe, God knows when he was in. All Richard and Sal moments on today's Sternthology. Hit us up with your favorite moments from your favorite couple. Larry King on December 5th.
Another person no one knows.
Exactly. It's yeah, that's just the way it's been working. Mehmet going through all with a straight face is amazing. Sternthology live. So yeah, and by the way, you know, you can't comment on any of this shit. So
He actually mentioned that today, that they say you can comment on his Insta, which
Yeah.
you can't.
Which
And
is the
the show's Instagram. You can't. I think that's blocked also. The thing is, like, I think people around him are telling him that, you know, you kind of have to interact on social media, hence its name, social media. But I guess it is. You can comment there. You know, the thing is, he doesn't understand modern media at all. He really doesn't. He has no grasp of how it works. Like, he doesn't understand how YouTube works. He doesn't understand how people make money on YouTube. How they make lots of money.
He doesn't understand.
He has no idea that this is like, these people make more money than he does. And he doesn't grasp that for doing less work than he does.
Yeah. Nor does he care. Nor does he
But
care.
he's too
He doesn't
stupid
have
to
care.
understand it.
Oh, this is the PowerPoint presentation. Let's take a look at this. I love this. Hold on.
Minute dumps in the middle. You have 2.5 minutes to pee and 5
Who's
minutes to
gonna
shit.
enforce
If
this?
Let me see if I can get this from the
It
beginning.
sounds like when I worked at T. Rowe Price.
Point presentation illustrating how the office will run if you just do Gary's job for a day.
Yes, rule number 1. When I am executive producer for the show, phones will be locked the fuck away. My phone will be locked away as well. The only thing is, maybe I should have my phone so that in case of emergency, everyone's wives can tell me, like, hey, I really need to get in touch with my husband.
You just change your own
So-
rule. Next slide. Next slide.
If I
Don't
am
worry, JD, you don't have a wife.
no more endless bathroom breaks. I mean, so many people go and take these like 30, 45-minute dumps in the middle of the show. You have 2.5 minutes to pee and 5
Who's
minutes to
gonna
shit.
enforce
If
this?
I will, Robin, with the stopwatch. And listen, if you
Oh
say
my
that
God.
if you say
Guy's
you
something.
need,
Well, at least Robin doesn't worry about that.
what I need is a doctor's note explaining what your issue is. I'm updating the dress code. Okay,
John
it's
Hein.
not a look.
Look at this disgusting.
That
video.
is vile. That is just utterly embarrassingly vile. That's vile.
It's disgusting. Like,
Fuck me, man. That's just.
I really do
that
believe.
screams. I gave up.
I really do believe this. If the show is gone tomorrow, I actually think Mehmet's the only one that could actually get a job after.
He's the only one that could get hired.
That
Absolutely.
represents us well. But here's the
Right.
thing: I'm not a dictator. If Mom Jeans is his aesthetic, I don't want to change it. I want
His
to elevate it. So what
All
if we
right.
took him from like the soccer mom look to next slide? It would
Yes.
be like cool biker chick John Hein.
What's next?
again, I think Gary's still a valuable member of the team. I want to find a role for him. So I found something more suitable to his skills.
And what is it? Answering the phone?
I'm going to have him answering the phones when I'm working
All
as
right.
executive producer. Is there anything about my plan you didn't like?
Love that plan. You've lit a fire under people's.
I look forward to the day that this becomes like reality. Like I do. I'm, I don't know if any of you have paid any attention to Reddit, but everybody is team Mehmet. And by the way, I did a poll on RadioGunk in YouTube, and let's just yes. Okay, and here is the results. So here. So, okay, we all heard the Mehmet Jerem Blit segment today. Which team are you on? Mehmet, who claims the back office is a bunch of bloated, lazy slobs, or Blit, who claims to be super funny and will still have a job at Sirius when Howard leaves? Almost 300 of you voted.
That's way too close.
56%. Yeah, it's still too close. It's honestly
Way too close. We need some better people
People
listening.
called me an asshole for doing this, and you're such a fucking dick. Why do you even?
And
the
I
thing
remember,
is-
yeah. Go on.
The thing is, Gary is 65 years old this year. He's
It's time to
65.
retire. You can retire.
And honestly, I can't. Come on, can he keep on schlepping and doing this bullshit? He can retire. Obviously, he's going to have a decent retirement.
But who else would allow him to fly on the company dollar to go to
I know, but it's a
anywhere
certain
in the
time.
country anytime he wants to?
But
This is like such a cush.
I know it is, but
him. What else does he have to do? Was he going to stay with that fucking big goon that he lives
no,
with?
he has his girlfriend. He doesn't need.
I don't even know that he has a girlfriend anymore.
I think he
That was
does.
years ago. I don't think that Gary is fuckable in any
You
stretch of
say
the
that,
imagination.
but there is the girl out there for him.
Maybe.
No, it's
but
the
he has
thing.
to be looking. I don't know.
Remember, he actually does have some money, and you have seen.
Definitely not the Gumad of yore, for sure. Like I don't think
even if it's a 40-year-old, it's still a step up from the linebacker.
All right. I'll give you
You got to understand the logic here. So
Mhm.
half his age plus 7 is actually a very, that's what 30, 36, like 40.
He is like 5'4", and his height and width are like the same.
Literally is up
He's
to
a
here.
5x5.
Yeah,
He's a 5x5. Italian 5x5.
He's like SpongeBob. He's like just a box. He's like a box with ugly fucking teeth. And I can't even imagine, everyone on that show is under this assumption that they are so much fucking better than us. And I mean by us, I just mean people.
People
They're
in general,
so
yes.
much better than us. And what do you do for a living? And who do you think you are? And I shouldn't even be talking to you because I'm on the fucking Stern show. Go fuck yourselves, all of you. You're just a bunch of cunts. And I'm pretty sure I made more money than most of the people on that show when I was working. And you're just a bunch
There
of
goes
stupid
monetized.
You're just a bunch of stupid fucking, not Gary and Benji and all of them, but I'm saying Sam and, Blit and all these fucking people. And you're just nothings. You're just nothings on a you're like a dying fucking star. That's what you are. You're kind of like a comet, you're kind of like burning bright and fading really fucking fast as you cascade into the Atlantic Ocean. You burn bright and then you're just fucking dying. And you know what? None of you are hireable. None of you. You're all just fucking useless cogs in the wheel of Howard society. You bring nothing to the table for anybody else. And by the way, entertainment as a general rule, other than like Netflix and some of the streaming things, is a fucking dying business. So, you're not going to get a job in fucking New York City doing anything. I have friends in camera work and shit like that are all dying with fucking business in New York. All right. So you guys mean nothing to this fucking business. You're just a bunch of fucking useless cunts. All right, that's all. That's all I got.
Wow. So yeah, double non-monetization tonight. Excellent.
I did not put this in for monetization tonight. I definitely
Because you say the word that you tell me I'm not allowed to say.
The monkey word. I'm
And
sorry.
you dropped it twice.
I know. It's the Tito's and tonic talking.
I'll make sure during the Patreon I will use it liberally. So
and the Sunday, the melted
yes,
Sunday
it's Sunday. It's Sundays. I had 4 glasses of Amaro, and I'm not dumping sea monkey everywhere. So
So that's it. That's all we got. And today's
Yay.
Monday. So we have 2 more days of this bullshit. And
maybe all next week. Who knows? I don't know what that means. Tuesday. That's the thing. I don't know if it's 3 shows next week, a show next week, a special. Who the hell knows at this point?
we don't know. We don't care. But we'll be here.
Yeah,
We'll be here to let you know about it. And we'll talk it through. Dennis, before we end, what's going on in DJ's Classic Garage?
Oh, so much. I'm actually that's always too much. You don't ask. No. No, I'm actually right now I'm working on a couple of videos. One of them that you kind of put in my head about Stellantis and Chrysler Corporation, which I'm working on. There's a lot of work on this. The other one I'm doing right now, though, is actually if you've never restored a car or it's been a long time since you have,
Who the fuck in this world has ever restored a car other than you? Like, seriously, who restores cars?
Actually, there are a lot of people that have.
Who does that?
People that like cars. So
Judy, puzzle?
What?
I say no.
Puzzle, yes.
The rest of us, no.
But
Yes.
so if you just to see why cars cost so much when they're classics, I'm actually breaking down the insanity of what it costs to actually make a car nice. It's
nice.
It's something that looks like my Charger.
Okay.
Something that's respectable. You can drive it out. People look at it.
Yes.
It looks good. It can get an award at a show if you clean it up nice. A nice car. You don't have to do anything else to except just enjoy it.
Wait, I have a question.
Yes.
Like a car from the 50s or 60s, if you restore it, can you make a profit?
Maybe.
It has to be OG though. That's the problem.
Well, here's the problem. It depends. If you have to rely on other people doing the work, no, you will not. A paint job is now 20 grand. You are not, unless it's something so rare and weird, you're not going to make money on an average car. It's just, you're not.
So you do it for the love of it.
You have to, because if it is just a regular muscle car or a regular car from the 50s or 60s, no, you will spend more on that car than you could ever sell it for, unless it's something weird like a Hemi Cuda or a split window
because he has no idea what the fuck
a split window Corvette, or a Shelby Mustang. Then you can make some money because the work is about the same. Some of the parts are more expensive, but you're still gonna have, like, literally, I'm doing this car. It's gonna be a decent car. It's gonna be a total with the car of almost $70,000 into it.
Oh my
And that's with
God.
you doing all the assembly. That's not even paying someone to put it together. That's you putting together. Yes. Yes, it is. This is the point I'm trying to make with this. I'm going to make a point with this. It is freaking nuts.
I bought a new car today and I literally spent like a quality half hour figuring out what color I wanted the interior lights to be.
Are you fucking serious?
What are the
Actually,
options?
I have that in my F-150 and I do it by season.
So all of you who were asking me, and I know,
And right now it's going to be red for Christmas.
Wondering about, my search for a new car after the death of
Yes.
So, and I love saying this because it's such a douchey thing to say, but I realized that I don't need a very expensive German automobile to drive forth to Florida. And instead, I bought a lovely mid-tier German automobile
Oh, I
to
thought you bought an F-150.
back and forth to Florida. So I wound up with an Audi Q7 used.
To the rest of the world, a Q7 is not mid. A Q5 is mid. I'm just saying.
Well, to me, it was mid because I only had to pay just a very, very little amount over what they were paying me for my old car. So in my
Because
world,
it's an Audi, that's why.
Yeah, because then I upgraded from a 2018 to a 2023 that had like 9,000 miles on it from a car that had like 45,000 miles on it and still had a lot of bells and whistles, but it's a little bit more of a utilitarian car. It's not really something I would normally buy.
It would be an SUV.
But I figured it's a utilitarian fucking car. and it's okay. I mean, it's okay. It's black, and it has like camel colored interior, and I negotiated the price by financing it because I could have paid it in advance, but I got some money off of it by financing it. And it's I mean, it's fine, it's just a fucking car. That's all it is. It's not beautiful. And it's so funny because Dennis says to me, "Oh my god, it's on the same body chassis as a what was it? As a
It is a Volkswagen. Oh god, no, I can't remember the big Volkswagen, and then the Bentley, and then the Bentley SUV,
So
and
right. It's
and
the same
also
body.
it's the same body. It's the same thing. The
Same
Volkswagen and the and the Bentley, the same car.
Well, of course, naturally, I'm at the gas station and there's a fucking Bentley parked in front of me. a Bentley SUV. And I'm like, oh my God, it's the same fucking car. Except this one I bought for less than $50,000, and this car is $250,000. It's ridiculous. So I started to record it. I was like, oh my God, it's the same car. So I started to record it. And as I'm recording the car and I'm going around it and I'm thinking to myself, God, it's the same fucking car. It's the same goddamn car. And all of a sudden, as I'm getting around to the front, I see that there's like a woman and her dog in the car. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I ran away from her. And she's thinking, my God.
It's almost like your therapist. That's great.
That's taking pictures of my fucking car. But it's the same car.
Well, and the Volkswagen Atlas is the same thing too. That's what
Same
car. Same
And
car.
it's insane.
And the
And
Urus
so-
and the Lamb. Yeah, we actually went over that. I said, the Lamborghini's the same too. And she's
How
like,
is
you're
this
shitting me. I'm like,
possible?
yes, it is.
How is this possible? How could you need more than the Q7 gives you with like heated seats and
Have
air
you sat in
conditioning
a Have you
seats and-
sat in a Bentley SUV?
No,
Well,
I've never
it's-
sat in a
it's-
Bentley or a Lamborghini ever in my
Very,
life.
very. It's a next world experience.
I don't know. I don't care. What do I care? What do I need? All I need to know is that I can go to fucking Home Depot and get a new door for my fucking garage and put it in the fucking trunk. So that's all I need. And it's still German because it's a twin V4, which again, I would never
Wait, a
fucking
twin
buy.
a twin V4?
Yeah, I would never buy that. I could be lying. I don't know what I'm talking about.
It should be a 6 in that thing. That's a big
That's a
one.
4. It's twin 4.
A 4 with a twin turbo.
4 twin turbo. I mean, whatever. I don't know. But yeah, that's what I got. Language mo.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know. I don't know the Lamborghini Urus. I know that there's somebody has
Oh my
one
God! In
in
Miami, they're
Europe, and
everywhere.
It's purple, and it's the ugliest fucking thing I've ever seen. But yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it's the same car. But yes, so mine is literally 5 times less than these cars, and it still has every bell and whistle that I could possibly need. Of course, I bought it used because I never buy new cars.
Absolutely.
Because it literally knocked $30,000 off of the new price of this fucking car. So that's what I got.
Yes.
Yeah. So of course I have to zhuzh it, and it's all black with a black grill and the whole thing. So I had to buy the kit to make the O's, the 4 O's, the Audi O's. I have to make those black, and I have to make the thing in the back that says Q7 black. I have to make the Quattro thing black. Like
How cute. The O's? You mean the rings?
No, whatever. And try and make it look cute. But yeah, that's what I'm doing. So that's
all
what
black. It makes it look cute.
I'm gonna zhuzh it a little bit, and it's just gonna sit in my fucking front yard until I'm ready to go back
On blocks.
on blocks. Yeah. You know what I've been looking into also? There's a new thing down here in Florida, you should look into this, Dennis. You should do a thing on the car condos. It's a really big
Oh yeah, yes, there's a few of them. Actually, there's one I'm gonna go look at in Lakeland, because actually this would be kind of interesting. There's
Lakeland. My sister-in-law is looking into moving to Lakeland. Is a very like a what's it called when it's like an old fucking city? It's like a historic district.
Yes, that would be in Lakeland.
And she's looking into moving there, and it's so cute. It's so cute there.
So this is called Track Florida, and you actually can live at the track.
Okay.
You actually can live there, and you could go out your door and drive your car around the track.
The big new man cave douchebag thing.
It's not a douchebag thing. I would do it in a heartbeat. Are you kidding? I
so
wouldn't even think. I wouldn't
so
even.
expensive. It's so douchey.
It is not
Man, let's
douchey.
also have the right cars to be on a fucking track.
No, anything going around that's fun. Anything.
I don't know. It's very expensive for what it is. But car condos is the new thing, apparently.
Yes, it is.
All these guys get to bet, there's a million
Enclave.
guys who go to car shows, Dennis, and they have these cars, Dennis, and they have more than like 3 cars, Dennis, and they put them into these garages so they could show them to all their other fucking friends who have more than 3 fancy old cars, Dennis, and that's what they do. Yeah. I'm just looking to get it off the fucking island so it doesn't flood again and I lose another car. But hey.
Well, you know.
All right. Judy Tenuta, do you have anything to report to us? Anything you want to talk about?
No.
You sure you have nothing? You have nothing to add to that? Hey, that's right, Benjamin. It actually is Harlem Pimp Purple. It says it's black, but we know.
Oh, my car? It's drank purple. It's drank purple. That's right.
Drank.
I had a car that was purple and I fucking loved it, honestly. I mean, it's not that Lamborghini Urus purple, which is gross. It's like really purple. It's like disgusting purple. No. All right, Judy, thank you so much for.
You're welcome. Of course, thank you.
Autobot Al is going to be with us on Wednesday because he doesn't have to work that day. So he wanted to join us, and I told him, of course, he can. And Mo can change her trunk. I don't even know what that means.
Her trunk struts.
Oh, no, you're so cute. See, All About the Tendrils remembers everything about me. So my first car ever was a 1967 Mustang, and it was a 4-speed. And cars back then were so simple because you could just open up the hood and you knew where the radiator was. And if it needed water, you knew how to change the oil. You knew how to do everything because it was just right there. And now you open up the hood of a car and everything is like covered. It's just covered. And it's like, okay, you're on your own. Fuck you. You don't even know how to do anything in this car, you stupid bitch. And so, yeah. And I used to be able to change everything in my car. Is the car deer proof, Mo? No. No. That's a Pennsylvania thing. And no. And you know what? I chalk that up to it being 5:30 in the morning. But who would ever think, honestly, who would ever think if you hit a deer with just one tail light that they would fucking scrap the car? I would never think that in a million years.
Yeah, I mean, who would ever think that if you hit a deer in Pennsylvania and then you stop in Virginia?
Another 1,200 miles with no issue whatsoever, Dennis.
Who ever think you stop in Virginia to check to see if maybe there's any damage?
Yeah, of course. The engine, the interior, everything was fucking perfection on that car. Perfection. I cried when I had to take out.
She did cry
in that car because it was really sad. It was sad to see it go. And some fucking, Nigerian prince is going to have.
No, it's not. They just told you that bullshit story. They're going to fix it. It's going to go to the auction out there in Lakeland and be sold.
No, it's like them telling me that my dog went to a farm with lots of horses and everybody loves him. I know it's the same thing.
It's going out to the auction in Lakeland after they fix it, and they'll get like $20,000 for it.
More. But the truth is, and the reason I decided to go against everybody who said bring it back and fix it yourself, and I would have done it because I love the car, is the fact that if you pop it up onto Carfax, then all of a sudden you're going to have major damage to your front end. And you know what? As soon as you see a car like that on Carfax, you don't want that fucking car. You don't. I'd have to drive it till it dies. Yes, my car's a real seal fur. Yes, you're exactly right, Guru One. Yes, you are. This is correct. Did you ever feel seal fur? Did you ever?
It's actually very, very nice. It's
Very
actually
nice.
wrong how nice it feels.
My next door neighbor, Ella had a seal fur coat.
It's so
And
soft.
I felt it and it was like, oh my God, what is
It's so soft.
I've
It's so
never felt
wrong.
anything like that in my
It's so
life.
wrong that it feels
so
so good.
wrong. It's so wrong. It's right. It's so wrong. It's yeah. All right. Yeah. So that's it. That's all we got. And
That's it?
it's way too late. We've been on way too long.
And with nothing. We actually literally had nothing to work with.
I had nothing to work with, but that's okay. because Babbleden can
running
really...
on 6 cylinders with a tire that's down. It was still gone a couple hours.
Puzzle, you have anything to report? Puzzle.
Nope.
Puzzle.
Nope.
Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Please join us for any discussion at RadioGunk.com in the forum section. Follow us on Instagram or Twitter at RadioGunk. And don't forget to like this and subscribe to us and hit that little bell so that you know when we're going to have a new show. Thanks.